Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Houston Astros versus the Seattle Mariners. First pitch is going to be here in about 5 minutes. So let's get into the thumb, and let's also get into the starting lineups. Let's get into that here. All right, baby. On the thumb, you already know what it is. On the left, we got Alex Bregman. And on the right, Julio Rodriguez. I think we got, 5 games left? And we need to win all 5, more than likely, to be able to get into the playoffs. We beat the Astros yesterday. This is a must-win game. And then we got to win the last 4 games at home against the Rangers. And then we can get in with a wild card. I mean, I know that we could win 4 out of 5, but winning these last 5 games is very crucial. That is big facts. Let's get into the starting lineups. All right, leading off for the Astros, second baseman, Jose Altuve. Batting second, third baseman, Alex Bregman. Batting third for the Astros, DHing tonight, Yordan Alvarez. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Batting fifth, first baseman, Jose Abreu. Batting sixth, left fielder, Michael Brantley. Batting seventh, center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Batting eighth, shortstop for Houston, Jeremy Pena. And batting ninth, catching for Houston, Martin Maldonado. And on the mound for the Astros, 12-11 record, Framber Valdez. I see you, boy. We got to make sure we rough you up early. And let's take a quick look at Framber. Framber's ERA going into the matchup, 3.39, even though he's got a 12-11 record. Hopefully we can end up roughing him up. Let's go. Let's get into the lineups for the Seattle Mariners. Let's go. And with this lineup, it's not one of our best, so it definitely makes me worried. I feel that the lineup is kind of like a C lineup. So, I mean, there's some good pieces there, and I know that we're going to have a C lineup at some point, but we have 5 games left. 5 games left. We got this game, which is a must-win, 4 games against the Rangers, and if we don't win 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, the season is over. So I know we can pinch hit and bring guys in later in like the 8th or 9th inning, but I don't want to be down 4 runs when we do that. So hopefully this will work out for us. All right, baby, here we go. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. We're going to need your bat today. Believe that. Batting third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Batting cleanup, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, left fielder, Dylan Moore. Batting sixth, first baseman, Ty France. Batting seventh, catching for the Mariners, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting eighth, DHing for Seattle tonight, Sam Haggerty. And batting ninth, second baseman tonight, Jose Caballero. And on the mound for the Mariners, Bryce Miller. Let's go, Bryce. We're going to need you today. Okay, 8-6 record with a 4.17 ERA. We need you. I love you. Let's go Mariners. And obviously the questionable pieces in the lineup are obvious. Dylan Moore in the 5-hole in left field? Really? Over Jared Kelenic? Over Cade Marlowe? Really? Okay. I hope Scott Service knows what he's doing. DHing tonight in the 8-hole. Sam Haggerty? Really? We could have had, I know Tom Murphy's injured, but Mike Ford, would be probably the one that we would want there. But if that's what Scott wants to do, okay. And in the 9-hole, second baseman Jose Caballero. Why isn't it Josh Rojas? So I got some questions here. Why is Dylan Moore playing? Why is Haggerty playing? Why is Caballero playing? They might go 0 for 12. And if we go 0 for 12, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, we're going to probably lose. So Bryce Miller better be on today or we're in trouble. That is big facts. So I hope it works out. But, if it's me and we only got 5 games left, I'm definitely not putting in fucking Sam Haggerty, Jose Caballero, and Dylan Moore in the starting lineup. But maybe he knows something that I don't know. Sarah in the building. What's good? How are you? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. Yankees beat the Blue Jays 6-0. Ooh, I like that. Dude is back in the building. What a do, baby. How are you? Yeah, and I know at some point, in the lineups, we can't have our A lineup every single night. Obviously they need to be able to, rest some of the guys for those last 4 games with the Rangers. But, this lineup, to me, like as if I'm looking at it, 3, kind of questionable players in the lineup. I would give it probably a C- or a D, honestly. It's not good. But if Bryce Miller can pitch great and get us 8 to 10 Ks, then, you never know. So I'm hoping that it works out for us. But when I initially saw the lineup, I said, oh, shit. I was like, this ain't good. All right, Altuve chops it foul towards third base. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, I'd rather have Rojas and Caballero, honestly. But, the Caballero one is okay, but Haggerty and Dylan Moore shouldn't be starting. If you're going to have a DH, you might as well have Mike Ford in there. It gives us the best shot. And then if you want to put in Haggerty or someone pinch hitting late in the 8th or 9th inning, fine. If Ford goes 0 for 3. But I just don't really know. But maybe Scott knows something that I don't know. Watch, right, tonight, right? Maybe something crazy will happen and Dylan Moore will go 2 for 4. Haggerty maybe goes 1 for 4 or 2 for 4. And maybe Caballero goes 2 for 4 or 3 for 4. It's not likely, but, I've seen crazier shit happen. So we'll see how it goes. Jerry in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. And obviously the reason why he's doing this lineup is because he's trying to give a better lineup when we play the Rangers in those last 4 games. But essentially, we need to win tonight. And we need to win every single game in the last 4 against the Rangers to feel comfortable getting in. Or at least win tonight and then win 3 out of 4 against Texas. If not, we're not getting into the playoffs. So I would prefer it if we win all 5 games, even though we won yesterday. But, we got to win 4 out of 5 to give us a shot. If we go 3 out of 5, we're not in. 2 out of 5, we're not in. 1 out of 5, out of the question. So, we really got to get going early. The magic number for the Mariners, and you guys know what it is, 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. And if we can get 8 to 10 Ks out of Bryce, that would be ideal. Altuve pops up. 1 away. There we go. Out number 1 for Bryce. I like that. Let's go, baby. We need you. And nothing out of Altuve to start the game, so I like that. Next up, third baseman, Alex Bregman. And I am wondering when the retaliation is going to happen, for last night for, hitting their batters late. Obviously we got Chas McCormick in the back. There's a couple guys that normally would be in the starting lineup that aren't today. So their lineup isn't the best either. They got a couple guys in there, Michael Brantley, Mauricio Dubon. So they got a couple guys that normally aren't in there either, based off what happened late in the game and also trying to get someone else, a little bit of playing time. So, their lineup is probably, I would say maybe a B-. It's better than our lineup, but still having Brantley and Dubon in, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to say it's a push, but we'll see where it goes. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count. And your boy has been on the grind. I pumped out another 5 reaction videos. Now, easily I could have been lazy today and just said, fuck it, I'm just going to do the Mariner game, and that's all I'm going to do. But I told you guys, and whenever I say something, I keep my word that I'm going to grind, especially when, I wasn't with the X anymore and I moved. I got plenty of time to record from 7 a.m. to midnight, and I ended up doing the New England Patriots and the Jets, even though that was the matchup I was going to skip because it was like a 15-10 game. But I said, fuck it. There might be a Jet fan or a Patriot fan that subs to me since I do that video. So I did that. And then I pumped out 4 college reaction videos, Ducks and Colorado. We did the USC matchup against Arizona State, Washington against Cal, and then I even sprinkled in a good matchup like I did with Texas and Alabama from the previous week. I did Ohio State and Notre Dame. So that way that we're sprinkling a little bit of greatness from the college football side, and that way if you didn't watch those games, you can watch the reaction video and kind of keep up with the quarterbacks that are going to be drafted in 2023. Big facts. Next up, Yordan Alvarez, and he's DHing tonight. We got to contain him. Let's go, baby. And me just keeping it 100 and not being biased, making sure we're putting up the Astro photos as well. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of good karma, and we can end up getting the dub tonight. Let's go, Bryce. And again, if Bryce doesn't get 8 to 10 Ks, we're going to need him to get at least 5 to 6, right? And then get a lot of cheap ground outs and pop-ups. We can win that way as well. But the magic number, 5 runs or more, 7 to 10 hits. Let's go, baby. Let's go. But again, the schedule for the Mariners was one of the most difficult that I've seen in years past. Dodgers got swept by them, and then at the very end of the year, it's like Rangers, Astros, Rangers, where all 3 of our teams are literally neck and neck. I want to say it's unfair, but also I want to say, if we really deserve to make it, throw it. Got him. 2 outs, baby. Bryce almost didn't know. And I had an amazing stat for y'all because, I told you guys how I was kind of feeling, I was kind of feeling at a point where I was like, can we get anybody from the catcher position to actually throw any of the guys out? I mean, is it possible, that maybe Cal gets a little hot and, Murphy wasn't very good at it, right? But they have this stat that just came out today. Cal Raleigh leads all of Major League Baseball catchers, not only in home runs, this year and obviously from last year and this year as he came in as a rookie. He's got 30 this year, but he's also thrown out 24 runners at second base. He could be the first catcher to lead the majors in both in a season since Mike Piazza in 1993. There we go. Nice job, Bryce. So, even though it doesn't seem like Cal has thrown out that many guys, I didn't realize. I mean, I'm always very critical of Cal, and it just seemed like every time he was throwing to second, he was throwing it high, he was throwing it low, he was throwing it over the second baseman. But if you actually look at that compared to all the other catchers, he's number 1. So for all me complaining and bitching and moaning, Cal's the best at throwing guys out from the catcher position. So I know Buster Posey isn't playing anymore. Or Pudge Rodriguez or Mike Piazza, guys like that. But that's a good sign. And we got another one. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So that was a brand new stat that I wanted to give you guys today. So, a lot of people are wondering, what about Cal? Can we get that batting average up a little bit? Well, hell, no one has more home runs from the catcher position than Cal Raleigh since he started as a rookie last year and this year. And obviously he can throw people out, but I still feel that he can be better at it. But just the simple fact that he's leading Major League Baseball in it and he's missed a lot of opportunities. Like he probably could have had probably about 30 to 35 punch outs, another 5 or 10 more, but again, sometimes, you get a weird curve, you get a knuckle, you get a slider, you get something that's not necessarily right in the strike zone, and then you got to recover. But still, that is a bright side for the Mariners. Big facts. Let's go, baby. And let's get into the Mariner lineup as we're coming up here in just 1 second. All right, baby. Here we go. We need you. And everything starts with the Mariners with J.P. Crawford, okay? Once he gets on, we already know Julio will follow. Leading off, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Hey, Julio, how about one of these tonight, huh? And batting third in the lineup tonight, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Let's fucking be electric tonight. Let's go. No fucking around. No time to waste. Let's get it, baby. Get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. Bills need to be paid. Lots of grind, lots of effort, lots of work I've been putting in. We're in the bottom of the first inning, 263 average, 17 homers, 58 ribbies for J.P. Crawford, one of my top 5 Mariners that's on the roster right now. Moore has an OPS, 810 against Valdez. Oh, JP! Back! Let's go! What did I say, baby? What the fuck did I say? 1-0 Mariners. It all starts and ends with J.P. Crawford. We're winning fucking tonight. Let's go. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. No fucking around. All right? We need to be in the playoffs. Let's rep Seattle through and through. Nice job, JP. Fuck yeah. Fucking electric. Sometimes you got to talk that shit into existence. Let's go. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Now, if you really want to impress me and the Mariner fans, go back to back with homers. Then you're really going to get the crowd fucking going. Let's go. Caballero, perfect 3 for 3 against Valdez. Yeah. But Haggerty, though, that should have been Mike Ford, right? Let's go. Rebecca in the building. How are you? Let's go, baby. Let's go. 2-0 pitch. Uh-oh. 3-0 count. I love it. Let's fucking get it. Hell yeah. Great start. You know, especially when most leadoff hitters can't homer like that. Takes a strike. 3-1 count. Let's go. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Mariners. Julio pops it foul. 3-2 count. We need you today. Let's go, J-Rod. Come on, baby. You got this. Three-two pitch to Julio. Chops it foul. Come on, baby. Be electric. We need you. Great start, though. When JP can get going early like that, it just sets the tone. You know, I mean, how many leadoff hitters, you know, that are JP size can go yard, you know, out of the 30 teams in Major League Baseball? Honestly, there's not many. There's only a handful, if that. I'm really happy we got him, too. We wouldn't be anything without him. 3-2 pitch, and he takes a walk. Look at that. Let's go. Rebecca, you going to tomorrow's game against the Rangers? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let him know. Adam in the building. What's good? Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I live out here in the Pacific Northwest, I mean, I know everyone that, you know, that who's out there. I'm not going to watch anybody else's stuff, but I'm very aware of who's out there and who's who, you know, in the YouTube circles. Facts. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Mariners. Eugenio Suarez takes a pitch inside. 2-0 count. Come on, Gino. Now, I got the biggest channel in Oregon, you know, and there's a few people that got a bigger channel than me in Washington. But obviously, I got goals to end up having a bigger channel than, you know, anybody in Washington, so I can rep the Pacific Northwest properly. And then, you know, obviously California will be the next move, but it's going to take some time. Framber Valdez reeling a little bit. Let's go. And we just broke 20,000 subs just a few days back. and we're making some definite ground. So, and we do everything here: baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, and obviously me being living here in Oregon and being a Blazer fan, Dame Dalla going and playing with the Bucks and Giannis. I'm definitely going to be covering a lot of Bucks games, and I'm rooting for him. If you're an idiot Blazer fan, then you're just going to be hating. But we gave him plenty of time to be able to get shit going, and we weren't able to bring in anybody. So, and I know the Miami Heat are fucking sour. Jimmy says collusion, tampering and whatnot, because he wasn't able to go there and play with Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. But honestly, going to the Milwaukee Bucks is a better fit with Giannis and Dame together. There we go, another walk. There we go. Let's go, baby. Not often where you see Julio take a walk and then Gino take a walk. I mean, these guys strike out all the time. So to be able to, get guys on base and already kind of get Framber Valdez flustered, this is a great sign. Next up, cleanup batter, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And we're only 0.5 back. So obviously, if we win tonight, we're in good shape. And then we just got to take care of business against Texas, who pretty much has our number. We're not very good against them. So I'm hoping that we can, realistically, sweeping Texas in the last 4 is unrealistic. But if we could do 3 out of 4 and ride this momentum, winning these last 2 games would be big. Let's go. Yeah, let's get the likes up, subs, donos, comments. Let me know that you're here. And shout out to everyone that's watching on Twitter/X, as well as YouTube here globally. Appreciate you guys. There's not a lot of people that cover the Mariners full time. I think I'm really the only one. So I've done already over 100 games this season. 2-1 count. Let's go, baby. A walk is as good as a hit, Rebecca. You know it. Getting hit by a pitch, just as good as a hit, as long as our player doesn't get hurt. Taking those walks, getting those batters on, getting that confidence, getting that Uncle Mo, that momentum. Teoscar. The best case scenario here, obviously, is, keep getting some quality hits. Obviously, we go for a 3-run jack, and making it 4-0 would be absolutely phenomenal. But you can't get too greedy with everything. You want to make sure that, you're just plugging away, you're chipping away. But hopefully, we can end up having that big home run, and that home run ain't a solo shot. Big swing and a miss. God, Teoscar. Julio with a stolen bag, though, at least. Come on, Teo. We need you tonight, baby. All right, here we go. This is the true test. Why do we have Dylan Moore playing instead of Jared Kelenic? I don't know, but you let me know. But hopefully Dylan Moore can be the hero here, because I know Jared Kelenic could get an RBI. Dylan Moore, I'm not too sure. Let's go, Dylan. Dylan. Let's go. 203 average, 7 homers, 19 ribbies, and we got him in the fucking 5-hole. Come on, Scott Service, you dummy. I don't give a shit what the other numbers say. You don't have fucking Haggerty and Moore playing right now, or Caballero. You have Rojas, Mike Ford, and you have fucking Jared Kelenic. But again, we're saving that lineup for the Rangers, probably tomorrow. All right, here, Framber Valdez can't pitch. So if he can't hit the strike zone, hell, it might not matter. As long as Dylan Moore doesn't swing, maybe we can just get on base and we can get bases loaded. And we are one of the top 2 teams in baseball with the bases loaded, us and the Dodgers. 2-0 count. Don't swing. Oh, he gave him the strike inside. Favorable call. Let's go. Yeah, and that's why they moved Cal down in the lineup, if you notice. Normally, Cal will be sitting in the 5 or the 6 hole, sometimes as high as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have him in the 7 hole today, obviously in between Ty France and Haggerty on purpose. So that way, if we get to a point where maybe we need a rally or that bottom end of the lineup, and we got Cal, Haggerty, Caballero, that maybe Cal can get on. And then if Haggerty and Caballero can't, then, next up after that's JP. So, kind of strategic. But again, sometimes you got to let other guys play. And I get that. But when we got 5 games left, Dylan Moore, 3-2 count. Good eye, Dylan. Let's go. Good eye, Dylan. Don't swing. I'd rather have him take a punch out looking rather than just taking some shit ass swing. So let's go. 3-2 pitch to Dylan Moore, and it's not going to be a grand slam. Not a chance in hell. Right to Bregman, line drive. Great defense. by Bregman. And obviously, if Bregman wasn't in that spot, that brings in at least 1 or 2. Nice job by Bregman there. I'll give him some love. That was a hell of a play. We're not haters here. I should be a hater towards the Astros for everything that they've done, in fucking not only baseball, but just their organization and whatnot. But, you got to make sure you have that fair play. You're not being biased. So I'll give that love. That was a quality defensive play. All right, come on, Ty. Let's go, baby. First pitch to Ty. High in the zone for a strike. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the first, runners at the corners. 2 away, 0-1 pitch. Ty pops it up, foul. I think it said 2 for 7 for Ty France so far in this series. Yeah, but can we count on Ty to, continuously play well in back-to-back games? Now, if this was Ty from last year, all-star Ty, yeah, this year, he's not really as good as he was, but maybe getting hot late will help us out here. 0-2 pitch, and a big swing and a miss. Burr, burr, burr. End of the first inning, 2 runners stranded, but we at least took the 1-0 lead for J.P. Crawford, so there we go. There we go. And the sooner that we can end up getting to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits, that'll be better for us. Big facts. Lost opportunity. But, hopefully at some point we'll be able to cash in. Let's go. Let's take a quick look to see where we're at on the sub count. 20,038. So 38 subs within the last couple days, which ain't too bad. And then I've been pumping out a lot of reaction videos as well. Ohio State, Notre Dame, USC, Arizona State, Cal, Washington, Oregon, Colorado. And then the last of the 16 games, the Patriots and the Jets. So I'm putting in a lot of work. There are no other, reaction video streamer is doing every single game, even the shitty ones. So, I got to be able to break through to every single fan base. And, it's a lot of work, a lot of effort. It's a lot of time, but I know it's going to help us in the subs and the views. As well as, the long-term goals that we have on the channel. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you. Go, baby. And hopefully Bryce can keep cashing in. Let's take a quick look at what we got here with Bryce. All right, 1 inning pitch, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 K. And then Framber Valdez, 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 Ks. But we could have definitely roughed them up a little bit more and just got 1. But again, J.P. Crawford, how often is he going to, go yard? Seems like he's actually been going yard a little bit more than normal, compared to other leadoff hitters. But still, we got to take advantage while the iron is hot, right? All right, next up for the Astros, right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Probably my favorite Astro player, honestly, him and Jeremy Pena. Batting second, first baseman, Jose Abreu. And batting third this inning, left fielder, Michael Brantley. Let's go. I got no love for Altuve, though. Like I said, out of all the players that play in Major League Baseball, he's probably, I don't want to necessarily say I hate him, but I really do dislike Altuve. And probably as far as a player from back in the day, it would be A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. Not a fan. We don't even claim him as a Mariner. Big facts. Matt in the building from Hawaii. What to do? How are you? Let's go, Bryce. Elliot in the building. What's good? Top of the second. 1-0 game. J.P. Crawford with a solo jack. Get him. There we go. Good defense there. Jose Caballero. I see you. Good D. Next up for the Astros, first baseman, Jose Abreu. Yeah, he is. Remember that little graphic that I sent you, brother? You good? Good to hear, Matt. How are you doing, Elliot? What's good, brother? Let's go. Snell is a monster. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Let's go, baby. No time to fuck around. Fuck around and find out. Let's go. Oh, 1 pitch. Popped up. Foul. Lopez in the building. No relation to Mario. He said, go Stros. Come on, baby. Let's go, Bryce. We need you. Oh, 2 pitch for Miller. Fouled back. Come on, baby. We need you, Bryce. I mean, we got a lot of names. You know, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert. But past name recognition, the bottom line is you got to get it done. You know, we got to be shooting for 8 to 10 Ks from every pitcher moving forward. Now, that's got to be the goal. 10 Ks out of those 4 guys, and all those 4 guys are capable of getting 8 to 10 Ks, or sometimes even more. But, you know, we got to match up the pitching with the hitting. You know, getting that run support. We just can't have amazing hitting and terrible pitching, right? Or great pitching and terrible hitting. We got to have good hitting and good pitching. And obviously, our mid relievers and our bullpen have to be good too. I still miss Sewald, but I'm glad that we got, you know, Rojas and Dominic Canzone out of the deal, as well as Bliss in the farm system. 2-2 pitch to Abreu. Got him! Fucking smoked him. Let's go. No problem, brother. No problem. I always make sure that even though, you know, I'm a Mariner fan since the mid-'80s, I still give love to both teams, whoever we're playing. So I always get the nice HD 4K photos. I'll put up the spinning logo for your guys' team as well. You know, we're not gonna hate. You know, we're gonna make sure we have a stream for both. Next up, Michael Brantley. And hopefully there's no retaliation with the pitching from what happened last night, but you never know. Miller to Brantley, fouled back. 0-2 count, ahead in the count. Mariners chain. I would assume, you know, it's through their team store and whatnot. And my buddy Justin went to the All-Star game, and he's got an All-Star chain for me that I haven't met up with him, and he got me an All-Star shirt also. So, but he hasn't been able to stop by to drop it off for me to be able to rock it yet. 0-2 pitch for Miller. Pitch is high, 1-2 count. But the duck chains, I feel like the chain part is a little bit lighter, but Collegiate Art Designs makes those out of metal. So, and obviously they got the, diamond plate on it and everything. So it's a little bit more heavy duty, right? Around $30, $35 a piece for one of the duck chains. And then for these chains, they usually run around the same price, about $20 to $30 a piece. The chain part is heavier with these, but it's foam. So unfortunately, if you're not too careful, you can rip it. So you got to be real careful with it. Brantley chopped right past Ty France. God damn it. Good hit by Brantley. Is he going to go for 2? Yes, he is. Stand-up double for Michael Brantley. Nice job. All right, Brantley, I see you. Next up, center fielder Mauricio Dubon. Yeah, like I said, I had 6 and I gave away 5 when I went to the game, and that's like $150 worth of chain, that I didn't have to give away, but again, the person that was hosting that tailgate, I decided to give the woman that was kind of running the food and everything, and they have like a dog that was wearing like all the duck, merch and whatnot too. So I was like, you can use that either for your dog or obviously for yourself. And then I gave Brooks and his roommate and his roommate's brother a chain each. So that was the other 3. And then Dave's birthday, the guy I went with, he hadn't been to a game in 10 years. So I ended up giving him a sewn Marcus Mariota jersey from my personal collection that was worth, probably about $150. And then I gave him a chain as well. So, sometimes just doing those little things, it can make a big difference. I really do believe in karma, and if you do good things will come back to you. So I still got one chain left though, but it's a custom 1 of 1 from the Natty year, and it's actually a black chain with a kind of highlighter yellow O. So I don't even wear that one. That one stays in the closet, but I'll probably have to pick up another 5 or 6 chains from my boy Brian. 0-2 pitch from Bryce Miller to Dubon. Foul back. Almost got him. Yeah, I'm hoping the Mariners win too. Like, sub, donate, share, whatever you guys can do. Comment. Let me know that you're here, where you're from, who you root for. The people on Twitter and X, they can't comment on here or donate. Only the people that are actually in the room, but hopefully they'll implement that at some point. Pop foul by Mauricio. But if you are in the room, let me know. Just like Mr. Lopez here, no relation to Mario. Let me know what's up. And then hopefully we can get some of the goats to come in. Things have been a little light, and I've been putting in so much work, on the channel. There's not a lot of people that are going to grind it out like me. That's big facts. 0-2 pitch for Miller. Got him. Let's go. Juice in the building. What's good? Yeah, but it's going to be nice because it gives me a reason where I can still do Blazer games. We got Ayton, so, and obviously Drew Holiday will be shipped out, but, Shaden Sharp, and you got Anthony Simons, you got Scoot Henderson, and then, and you got DeAndre Ayton. So it's like you got something there with the Blazers. We're really young. We're going to be fun to watch. We're not going to be championship caliber, but Dame is 33. We tried and tried and tried. And after Paul Allen died, owning the Blazers and the Seahawks, his sister took over in a financial group and they fucked everything up with the Seahawks and the fucking Blazers. So, no one wanted to come to Portland because we don't really have the nightlife here. And Dame wanted to have that all-star to come, and they kept promising, yeah, we're going to try to get someone. We're going to try to get someone. And it never really came to fruition. So I'm actually happy that he's playing with Giannis, because if I know he wanted to be able to be the Giannis himself. He wanted to be able to win a title and bring a title to Portland. But the problem is that, you're not 7 foot tall like Giannis. Now, if Dame was, yeah, maybe we could have, had a run where maybe we could have done something like that. Because I think most people, whether you're a Dame hater or not, most people would say he's probably a top 10 or top 12 player right now. But he's probably only got 5 years left until maybe about 38 years old, unless he wants to play till he's 40, right? He's got kids. He's got a wife. He's got a lot of things that are going on. He's got the, rap career that he can go to as well with Dame Dalla, right? But I'm rooting for him, and I'm going to cover a lot of the Bucks games. And if you're a true Blazer fan from Rip City like myself, I've been living here my whole life, most people are happy for him. Now, the Miami Heat would have been really good with Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and him. Him and Bam are really good boys. But playing with Giannis is going to give you a better chance at the title than it would be with Miami. So that's just facts. Now, could you get to a championship with Miami with those three? Absolutely you could, but as long as Giannis and obviously Dame can stay healthy, that's really going to be the key. Because now you got Middleton, you got Giannis and Dame, you got 3 guys that can put up 40, right? And then you got a couple role players like Lopez, and then you got another player or two that you can kind of rotate in that lineup as well. So let them know. Let them know. Someone's got to start it. Someone's got to start, and hopefully we get some of the OGs and the mods and the goats to come through and represent. I hope he gets the ring too, and like I said, Giannis, got the ring not by himself, but obviously Giannis, wanted to be that guy where he could bring a championship to Milwaukee. And if it wasn't him, like let's say they had Embiid there is no championship. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, whether you love Giannis or not, he's a top 2 player in the league. It's the Joker in him. Pena snared it, got him at first. Fuck. Good defense there by Jeremy Pena. But I feel like right now the Joker and Giannis are the 2 best players in the world. And there's a lot of other good players that are in the top 12. But I think for our money right now, it's hard to argue if they're both healthy. The Joker and Giannis are the 2 best players in the NBA, if healthy. But there's many, many others that are sitting at like 3 and 4 and 5, like Luka and a lot of others that are amazing. But Luka himself can't win a title, right? But with the Joker and Giannis, they can be that backbone and that solidified piece that, can help you get a title, if you got those guys there. And now Dame and him together, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Big facts. I'm happy for him. But of course, we're going to have dumbass Blazer fans or wannabe Blazer fans crying and bitching and moaning, But at least we got a decent return. I was hoping that we could get like maybe the Bulls or Toronto involved and get like a Pascal Siakam or a Zach LaVine in the deal. But, Ayton, I'll take that. We already got Scoot, so that's the Dame replacement. You got Anthony Simons, right? You got Shaedon Sharpe, who can jump through the roof. He's kind of exciting. And now you got Ayton. So we actually are really young, but we're not championship caliber. So we'll see where it goes. But shout out to Dame Dollar. Bottom of the second, 1-0, Mariners. Haggerty takes a ball, 2-2 count. Let's go, baby. Come on, Sam. Prove me wrong. Let's go, Bubba. Let's go. There we go. Someone has to start it. We can't go, an hour or 2 hours with the first one. Someone's got to get it started. And once we get it started early, then it ends up continuing. Appreciate you. $3 holla, 97 to go. And then we'll go for the secondary goal and try to get to 2. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $3 holla. Let me know what you want to see for photos, Cardinal photos, or whatever you want, and I got you. Appreciate you. And hopefully we can get, some of the other goats that haven't been here in a minute to come through because, things have been a little light. Facts. It was a 3-team trade. All right, so the full breakdown is the Bucks get Damian Lillard to play with Giannis. Got him. Ooh, let's go, Haggerty. Go to first. Blazers get Drew Holiday, which we're going to ship out, even though I would love to have him still on the team. DeAndre Ayton from the Suns. He might be the third or fourth best center, which isn't really saying a whole lot. I grew up in like the Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Shaq era. So obviously, he's not as good as Embiid or some of these other guys, but he's okay, right? And then Tumani Kamara, 2029 first-round pick. And then the Suns get our Blazer center, Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. So the Suns haul was pretty good. The Blazers haul was good. And then the Bucks get Dame. So, and then obviously the new starting lineup projected is going to be Damian Lillard at point, then Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. That sounds like a championship caliber starting 5 if you ask me. So, yeah, keep me updated, Juice, on the Rangers as well. Johnny in the building. What's good? Yeah, DeAndre Ayton, the big center from Phoenix. So, I mean, like I said, he's not going to be like Embiid where he's going to score like 30 to 40 a game and give you 10 to 20 rebounds. He's more of like a 10 and 10 or maybe like a 15 and 8 guy. Every once in a while, he'll put up a 20 and a 14. And you're like, yeah, but he doesn't really do it on a regular basis. It's normally 10 points, 10 rebounds, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 17 points, 13 rebounds. But I'll take that. At least that's better than we needed to fill that spot that Nurkic obviously going to Phoenix. So we kind of swapped Nurk for him. So I'll take that. Throw to second. Safe. There we go, Haggerty. There we go. Just like that, baby. Oh, boy loves the do-rags just as much as me. I see you, Sam. Ham Swaggerty, baby. Let's go. And I'll get you some Michael Pittman Jr. once we end up getting into the commercial break. I got you. Let's go, JP. 16 and 8. Yeah. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of alley-oop opportunities to Shaedon Sharpe. He's got, I don't know what his vert is, 40 to 44, but it's high. So, even though he's raw, he can end up putting up, 10 points and 10 boards. And there's going to be some games where he puts up 20 to 30 points here and there. He'll get hot, but he's going to be kind of like, get boards, block some shots, so we got a couple big guys down low, and Scoot Henderson is nice. Anthony Simons is nice. So it's not like we have a shit team, but we're just really, really young. So But I'll do a lot of Blazer games, and we'll do a lot of Bucks games too, because I got to follow Dame and Giannis together. So, and I'm really honest. I really do want Dame to win a ring before it's all said and done, because he was never going to win one in Portland, unless Giannis was going to come to Portland, and that never would have happened. So, but that would have been my number one choice. If I could pick one player to come with Dame, it would be Giannis. Giannis one, and then the Joker too. But obviously, those guys are solidified in their cities, in Denver and obviously in Milwaukee. 3-0 count to JP. Come on, baby. 3-0 pitch. Backs away, takes a strike. Yeah, but he's not like an Embiid, there's not very many really good centers that are in the league, honestly. Check swing. Did he go? Ball 4. All right, here we go. Nice job. JP going to first. I like that. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. We need you today, baby. I need one of these. Let's get the crowd going. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Hit foul towards first base. Bo Nix is going to win the Heisman. Yeah, well, he ain't going to win the Heisman, but at least that we're, getting some notoriety for smoking Colorado and whatnot. And we do have a chance to win the Pac-12. If you would have told me this a couple weeks ago, I said, hell no, we don't got a defense. But the defense is actually playing pretty good. Big swing and a miss from Julio, 0-2 count. But I think USC and Washington, that's kind of the cream of the crop. And then right below them is Oregon. And then you got all the other teams in there too. Utah, Colorado, Oregon State. We got about 8 teams, that are sitting there, in the top 25. So, but like Oregon State, Colorado are kind of more towards like 6, 7, 8, kind of on the lower end. And I feel that like Oregon, Washington, and USC are like the top 3. So, yeah, but, our defense isn't there. But also, too, if you end up watching my reaction videos for Washington and USC, sometimes their defense is a little suspect, too. It's not like they got superstar after superstar after. It's not like Troy Polamalu is roaming the backfield for USC, Oh, go. Got him at first. Fuck. He should have went head first right there. They teach you never to go head first, in the slide, but fuck it. He should have did that. A couple other runners stranded, damn it. It's all good. Shit happens. 1-0 Mariners. All right, you want some Michael Pittman? And hopefully we can get a few others to follow in suit. Where are the goats? Where are they? We need you. Anytime you donate, I end up throwing up photos of whatever your favorite player is or favorite team, whatever you want. I got you. There is a big Iowa Hawkeye fan, being our lead mod. Not many people, can grind it out with me like this. It's a lot of hard work, and she is very appreciated here. See if I can get you a Colt logo here before the commercial comes back too. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Right at the buzzer. Appreciate you. Let's go. Obviously, with the spinning logo, going to make everything look better. Appreciate you and your support. Hopefully, other people will follow suit. Pena, little chopper. Get him at first. Got him. There we go. Half step on Jeremy Pena. I'll take that. One away. Top of the third, 1-0 Mariners. We've been leaving them stranded. We need to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. We got to stop playing around because we already know Houston is so talented. You know, in a half inning, they can throw up 5 to 6 runs. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Next up, catcher Martin Maldonado. Let's go. All right, come on, Bryce. We need you. Big heater for a strike. Kryptonian in the building. What's good? The birthday. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, good save there by Cal. And hopefully things will, you know, we can get some of the goats to come in and support, you know, that way I can end up getting you a gift. Top of the third, 1-0 Mariners. 1-2 pitch from Bryce. Popped up from Maldonado. Foul. Oh, is it still in play? No, out of play. One-two pitch. Oh, shit. Back to the wall. Got it. There we go. 2 away. Next up for the Astros, second baseman Jose Altuve. Probably gets booed more than any player in Major League Baseball. Facts. Not just Seattle fans, but it doesn't matter. Whatever building he goes into, you know, and there's a reason. Yeah, I'm going to do Thursday night football. The only reason that I haven't done Sunday night football the last couple weeks because the matchup was shitty, and I figured it would give us a better chance to get more subs. You know, if I ended up doing like 7 reaction videos and just doing pretty much all day. Because, I mean, if there's 16 games, you got to pump out a lot of them on Sunday and Monday because by the time Tuesday comes around, you know, it doesn't have the same type of people looking for them. People are looking for reaction videos immediately as soon as the games are over. So that's why I've been doing it like that. But if the matchup is decent, damn it, right past him. I single by Altuve. But I am going to do some, you know, I'll always do Monday night and Thursday night. But every once in a while, I may skip Sunday night, you know, just to be able to bust out like 7 reaction videos, which is grueling. It takes like fucking all day. It's like an 8-hour process, about an hour per reaction video. But you know, I know it helped us. I mean, like I said, my goal was to get over 20,000 before, you know, 2023 ended, and it only took us a couple weeks into the season. So we got a long ways to go, and if we're lucky, we can keep grinding, and we're getting closer and closer to that 4 million view mark also. So I think we're at like 3.8 million views, and then, you know, we broke 20,000 subs, but again, the next goal will be 21, and then 22, then 25, then 30, then 50, 75, and then 100, and then 200. So, you know, we got goals here, you know, always grinding, but we just need to get people to be able to show that love and support, whether that's liking the stream, sharing it, commenting, you know, subbing, donating, whatever it may be. So Thank you, Crypto. I appreciate that, and I don't get anything for the reaction videos. It's not like, unless someone actually donates to me on there, like, for the reaction videos, or, they donate on the live stream for the hard work that I'm putting in. But I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of people, that are doing 20 plus reaction videos a week on top of streaming every fucking day, and doing, Monday night, Thursday night, all the Mariner games. So hopefully people do appreciate all the hard work that I'm putting in. Sometimes, I'll be honest, I do feel underappreciated. I do feel kind of slept on, but I know if I work hard, karma will end up coming back to me. So appreciate you, Crypto. They're right to Gino. Got him at second. There we go. Nice little force out. Thank you, Crypto. Let me know what you want to see for photos, and I got you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Crypto with a $5 holla. Is this your first donation to me ever, or have you donated before? Usually I'm pretty good with names and profiles and whatnot, but let me know who you want me to throw up for your favorite players or whatever it may be. I mean, it could be basketball, baseball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestlers, AEW, WWE, WCW, ECW. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You let me know. I got you. Appreciate you, Crypto. 8 doll hairs, 92 to go. Let's get it, baby. And you never know. I mean, some streams, it might be a little light, where our goal typically will be, trying to hit that hundo mark, but, we've had streams where we've hit under 50, but we've also had streams where we've hit 500 in like a single donation and 500 combined. We've hit, as high as 13, or I think the highest stream that we had was $1,527. And we had a single donation of $1,300 on Cash App. So, people know, so it's just a matter of if you want to be one of those people that supports my dream. I don't do this for fun. This isn't a hobby. This is my full-time job. I sacrificed a Jordan rookie worth $20,000 to $30,000 for this dream. So, any type of support that we can get here is greatly appreciated. I was going to say, I thought it was a first-time dono from you. All right. Hockey fan? I'll be doing cracking games on the channel as well. Tough guy. I appreciate you, man, very much. Let me get you one more, and then I'll get you maybe some when we go into the break. One sec here. Tough guy. I got one more for you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, 2 pitch is low. 1-2 count. It's the tough guy. Yeah. Plus, also too, on top of everything, I'm fully producing my show on the fly. Most people when they do the show, they just hit start stream and then that's it. But for me to be able to throw up the photos and go through the process, call the game and everything, I mean, it takes a lot of effort. It's like, I got 2 mics because I got the job of 2 different people. I do the live play-by-play and the color, and I'm producing the show. So essentially, I'm doing 3 jobs in one. Big facts. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is low. 3-2 count. Dude with a tenor. Appreciate you. Yeah, I would probably say the Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck because that was the very first year of Upper Deck's existence, and he was card number 1, and that was one of the biggest phenom players. So I would say the Upper Deck, and I got that card as well. Got him, struck him out. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $10 holla. My guy. And donos are one of those things. It's like, like a snowball. When one person does it, another person does it, then another person does it. But if you get a group of people that are watching, then no one does it, it's really hard to be able to get momentum unless you have that goat that throws up like $100 dono. Then you're like, cool, I got to the goal. But, for all the hard work and effort that I put in, sometimes you get, a bunch of heavy hitters in the room. Sometimes you don't. So, even getting things that are $1, $5, $10, that shit all adds up. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Megan in the building. What's good? Yeah. Well, like I said, too, I also read, about 4 to 6 hours a day, covering all the teams: baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling. I watch film a couple hours a day, too. So I really feel that no one really puts in the effort for like stats and analytics like me. Hell, Good Morning Football watches this show. Peter Schrager watches and steals my content and then puts it on the show and acts like it's his. EA Sports and Madden, with Sack Lunch. That was from me. I created that. They put it in the video game. I didn't get any credit for it. I'm not in the credits. So even though I'm only at 20K subs, that doesn't mean that famous people aren't watching. They know who the best people are, that are on YouTube. That's facts. Like you're going to get people that are really, really big that have 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 subs, but they're also going to be people that are sitting right here, like on the cusp of breaking out, sitting around 10 or 20,000. And you get those people that are unoriginal, like Peter Schrager, that have to, go to channels like mine and steal my shit. That's facts. Calvin in the building. What to do? Nyland Saints. What's do, brother? If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram and send me a DM, I can send you a link. No worries. There we go. There we go, Dylan. And remember, we were like, what is Dylan Moore and Haggerty and Caballero doing in the game? Well, there you go. I had, obviously sometimes on paper, we're like, Scott Service, you look like an idiot. Like, what are you doing? Why isn't Mike Ford at DH for Haggerty? Why do we have Caballero in instead of Rojas, right? Why don't we have Kelenic in for Dylan Moore? But every once in a while, it works out, and you can't play an A lineup every fucking game. So I appreciate you guys very, very much. What do you want me? Do you want me to throw up some upper deck cards like the King Griffey Jr. and whatnot? I could throw some 89, 90 upper deck cards up for you. So let me know. And I honestly feel that some of the bigger channels, the reason why that they haven't done collabs, or they said they were and then they backed out, is I think that they are threatened. Because they know that we have a good thing going here, and they know that some of the mods on those bigger channels will jump ship, and they won't leave the original channel, but they're going to end up coming here and donating here and actually spending time here. And if you're a big channel, you don't want your mods and your, big heavy hitters to go and spend money somewhere else. So I understand, the reason why certain people are threatened by this channel. But again, if someone wants to collab, I'll collab. I'm not going to be a hater, you know what I mean? But I think that's a big reason why some of these people decided to back out, or, say that they're going to do it and then they don't, because they already know, even though I'm not at 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 subs, and I'm only at 20, but, as far as stats, analytics, the people that we have in the room, the vibe that we have, I don't put up with any bullshit here either. So, and we try to keep it, with no bias. And that's very rare, obviously on the YouTube community as well. So, but, eventually, there may be some collabs that we can end up doing, like somebody that I do like, that's on YouTube is like Valhalla. He ends up doing some football streams. He does Dodgers. I feel that we have a pretty good vibe. I've come on to, his stream in the chat and, let him know I like what he's doing and stuff. And that's how it should be. Where YouTubers actually support other YouTubers, but a lot of people have fucking egos and they think they're better than everyone else, and they act like they care about everyone, but all they care about is subs, money, views, and that's all they give a shit about. They can act and pretend and put on a fake face and act like they care about everyone, but the reality is they care about the money. That's just how it goes. They're actors, actresses. You got to be able to weed yourself through the popular channels and find the people that are actually real, that care about you. Instead of you being donator 123 ABC, you're going to be someone like Matt Payton, and I know who you are. I know where you live. I know what teams you root for. And we actually have a bond and a friendship rather than just being someone that donates to another channel. They could give two fucks about you. And that's the reality. I wish it wasn't like that, but that's true, big facts. All right, let me see if I can get some 89 Upper Deck here for you. Hold up one sec here. I mean, look at those cards. The Bowman, right? The King Griffey Jr., Don Russ, the Fleer. I mean, I have all these. Obviously the Upper Deck right there in the middle. That's what, changed the game. The Topps card is nice. You got the score. I mean, I love me some Griffey. And obviously most people already know my story. I met King Griffey Jr. when I was 7, changed my life forever. Still got the Don Russ autograph. And I could have got other cards autographed, but I thought he looked like a pimp, like in this photo. And I remember even telling my dad and not even really understanding what a pimp was. But I remember, back being like 6, 7 years old, I was like, God, he looks fresh. He looks like a pimp. Like, he looks good in this card. And so that's the reason why I got the Don Russ signed over Bowman or the Fleer. I didn't have the Upper Deck growing up. I mean, that card was really, really hot at the card shops, the 89 and the 90 Upper Deck, but Yordan Alvarez, back, gone. Damn it. Boo. Before the Yordan Alvarez homer, right? After the Yordan Alvarez homer. Fuck! Well, that's Yordan Alvarez for you. He's a back. Remember me, Robbie Ray, you little biatch? Yes, we remember you. 1-1. We're tied up. And I'll even throw up another photo of him, even though he doesn't deserve it. But again, I'm not a hater, You want to make sure you're showing the best of the best. I mean, how many other Mariner fans would throw up another photo of Yordan Alvarez after he fucking blasted a homer on us? 0. That's the difference between us here and everyone else. Facts. Next up for the Astros, right fielder, my favorite player on the Astros, Kyle Tucker. I just like rooting for underrated guys, guys or girls, whatever it is, people that work hard that don't really get the credit that they deserve. Popped up, 2 away. Next up, first baseman, Jose Abreu. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, support your boy. $18. Let's get to a hundo. Let's do it. I mean, we had a run last year where we hit like 200 every day for 6 months. It'd be really nice to be able to get back to that point. But again, it's going to take people to actually support, and again, some people can, some people can't. Some people are better off than others. I get it, But it definitely makes you appreciate everything even more when you have a run like that where you get like 200 in donos every single day for like 6 months. And then you go through kind of some tough times where, hell, we've hit, donos where we've hit 0, and I've grinded for 3 to 4 hours. So, I mean, when you end up hitting, 200, 500, 1,500, and then you hit a fucking 0, doesn't make you feel good, but it definitely makes you appreciate, all the hard work that you put in and knowing that better days are ahead. And even if you end up having a rough day, the next day is another day to prove yourself, and hopefully someone else will come through and show that love. So, big facts. Top of the fourth, 1-1. We're knotted up. Marinez and Astros. But I feel it's just going to get to a point once we end up getting a deal, either through a network or we're featured on a show, whatever it is, or endorsements or branding, wherever it is, or we go viral. And then once people see that we are very talented here, that the people that have more subs than us, that are more popular, they're not better than us. That's for damn sure. I can go one-on-one with anybody, even on TV. And there's a reason why those people fucking copy this channel, copy the catchphrases. They know who you guys are that are in the room also. They feel threatened. And eventually we're going to get our dues. But, sometimes you just got to work hard until it's your time. Some of these other channels, they work hard as well, and they're popular. But just because they're popular doesn't mean that they're good. So a lot of times you get people that are followers, not leaders, and they see someone that, is popular and they don't even know who they are and they just sub blindly. Hopefully we can get to that point too. Big facts. Blue JM in the building. What's good? Top of the fourth, 1-1. We're knotted up. Runner at first. Brantley in the box. 1-1 pitch for Miller. Right back at him. Fuck. Runners on the corners. Not good. Brantley filling in. 2 for 2 already. I see you. Come on, Bryce. Next up, center field, Mauricio Dubon. One more homer and he'll get 30 or more. Since Justin Upton 31 and 12. Oh, he'll get one more. He'll get one more. Dubon is a double play machine. A machine. I hope so. Shit. Back. Come on. You shouldn't have said that, dude, Durham. Look at that. Now we're down 4-1. Fuck. Well, he's trying to say, guess what? You're not going to the playoffs. That's what that point was. He said, hey, you think I'm a double play machine? Dude, Durham, let me hit a fucking 3-run homer on your ass. Golly, brutal. Dude is like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. Damn. Fucking Bryce. It always ends up happening to the Mariners like that, where it's like the 8th hole or the 9 hole, someone late, in the lineup that you're not expecting anything. In this case, he was in the 7 hole, right? Or it'll be someone like Martin Maldonado in the 9 hole that does that. It's like, okay, I get it. If like Altuve does it or Bregman does it or Yordan Alvarez or Tucker, but don't let a motherfucker hit it in the 7, 8, and 9 hole. But they got Pena in the 8 hole. So it's like, I don't count him, but like the 2 least likely guys that would do something like that would be Dubon and Maldonado. And now we're down 4-1 and we're probably going to lose this game now. That's fucking excellent. Fuck. Hey, Michael, where'd you go? You're gone. I love it when people try to tell me what to do. They don't like, they don't sub, they don't donate, they don't share, they don't do anything positive for the channel besides bitch, moan, complain, and tell me what to do. That ain't happening here. You can do that shit wherever you want somewhere else, but you'll learn real quick. You can't do that shit here. 1-2 pitch. There we go. Throw to first. Got him. 2 away. I love it, man. People think that they can just be keyboard warriors and say all the shit that they want. You can't do it here. You gotta be able to have that chat etiquette. You know what I mean? Now, it's one thing if you end up coming in here and then you're going to be mouthy and then you're going to end up donating or subbing or actually doing something positive with the channel, fine, but don't keep coming in here and firing off orders like you're my fucking dad. Fuck out of here with that. All right, dude. Hopefully we come back by the time you come back, and I'll get you some more upper deck cards or some more Griffey. I appreciate you very, very much. Top of the fourth, 4-1, Astros. 1-0 pitch. Takes a strike. Let's go. Michael thought he was just going to come in here and talk all that shit. It ain't happening, bro. Maldonado, we better not give up a homer to him. Pop foul, 1-2 count. $18. Let's get to a hundo. One-two pitch. Pitch is low, 2-2 count. Michael, where'd you go? That's what happens. Recognize. Oh, damn, I can't believe we gave up that 3-run jack. And it shows you, we have to be able, nice K, bang. You have to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits, and all those missed opportunities leaving guys on base early in the game. You have to get going early because all it takes is a couple swings, and then all of a sudden we're looking at 1-0. We're looking good. Then all of a sudden Yordan Alvarez 1-1. Then you think you're in the clear, and he's going to get out of the inning, and then you get someone rando that comes up there like Dubon, and then boom, 3-run jack, and then now the game is essentially over. It's not over, but when the Mariners are down like this, it's very difficult for us to come back. That's big facts. Let's go ahead and do some other photos here. The golden era, the junk wax era, still awesome though. I don't care what anybody says. I like the cards that are out now, but sometimes the simplicity of the old school cards are nice. You got the Randy Johnson rookie in that as well. Gary Sheffield, the John Smoltz, the Griffey, the Randy Johnson rookie. Man, the old school days, man. That 89 upper deck, though. Let's go. All right, come on, Cal. Cal hitting right, which I don't like, but what are you going to do? 4-1 Astros, bottom of the fourth. We got to hit you with the right-handed graphic. Yeah, I hope that both of us make it as well. I have no problem with the Blue Jays or the Orioles. Those are actually the teams I enjoy watching probably the most. Don't really care that much for the Rays or the Rangers or the Stros. I know they're good, you know what I mean? But I like underdogs. So I like rooting for the Blue Jays, the Mariners, and the Orioles. Even though they're not an underdog, they look very legit. That would be my team that I would want to represent the American League if possible. But if the Astros get in, which more than likely they will, they probably have the best chance to actually win the World Series or win 3 to 4 games. I think every other team, if they played the Braves, they probably would only win 1 or 2. But if you're Houston, you could probably win 3, as many as maybe even 4 and end up winning it. The Astros, to me, are probably the only team in the American League that could beat the Braves in a 7-game series. So, but if it was my choice, I would love to have Seattle and Baltimore in the ALCS, and then Atlanta and Los Angeles with the Dodgers in the NLCS. But again, hell, we probably won't even get to the playoffs. We're already down 4-1. So, yeah. And like I said, I know the Mariners and Blue Jays had that little rivalry last year and whatnot, but I think we're very similar to each other. Cal, oh, did you catch that? Fuck. But I definitely like rooting for the underdogs. And I feel like our pitching is better than the Toronto Blue Jays, but I mean, I like some of the players that they got over there with like Bo Bichette and whatnot. Oh, it did drop. There we go. It did drop. Nice job, Cal. Good shit. Let's go. 4-1 Stros. Bottom of the 4th. Runner at first. Nice job, Cal. Next up, DHing for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. Let's go. Haggerty, go, go, go. Hell yeah. There we go. After getting roughed up with a 3-run jack. Oh, shattered bat. Double play. Now force out at second. Yeah, I'm excited for hockey to come back too. Ooh, almost hit him in the head. 1-1 count. Mariner fans are booing there. I don't know if we're going to have a home run incoming, I mean, that would be nice, but how often is JP going to hit 2 home runs in a game? I mean, if he hits 2 home runs in a game, I mean, that's going to happen only a couple times in the season? Is it going to happen here? I would love that, but I highly doubt it. There's a better chance of him grounding out, popping up, or, there's a better chance of him actually getting out at this at bat than actually getting a run knocked in. But I hope so. It would be awesome to get even that guy from third to come in and make it 4-2. But you never know. Come on, JP. Lions, Packers tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Go Lions. Into the dirt. 3-1 count. Yeah. If JP can just take his base and we can have bases loaded for Julio, that could actually turn into something. So, some Packer fans, are good, but some are not, you know, very bitter. Come on, JP, take your walk. There we go. There we go. Base is loaded, baby. Let's go. Let's go. But Julio isn't necessarily the best with bases loaded. Now, if this was Julio in year 5, year 6, where he's in his prime and he knows when to swing and when not, then this could be a very deadly situation, right? But a lot of times with Julio, you have a clutch situation like this where we need either a homer, or an RBI or just something positive, not just to strike out or pop up. But it just seems like in more times than not, Julio isn't really that clutch hitter just yet. Every once in a while, like when he was on his heater, when he ended up getting all those hits, like 17 hits in 4 games, and no one has done that since 1900. That was awesome, but you're not going to get Julio to be that clutch hitter until probably year 5 through 9. That's when typically a baseball player is in their prime and they learn a little bit more. Maybe watch a little tape, work with people in the organization a little bit more and know, what to look for with certain people that are pitching to you and whatnot. He's still raw. This is only his second year, I mean, hell, we had him in the leadoff position, when he won Rookie of the Year. So, and that's a terrible spot for him. He should always hit, in the 2-hole, the 3-hole, or the 4-hole. All right, bases loaded for Julio. But I'll tell you what, if this was an opportunity to get a grand slam, a grand salami, this would be it. This would be it. Hell, you're right. Mariner Moose would be loving that shit. Come on now, be electric, baby. We need you. Bach! Yeah! Oh, they didn't. I thought they called the balk. Oh, I was going to say, if they got the balk right there, that would have been big. Come on, Julio. Bottom of the 4th, 4-1 Stros. 1-1 pitch to Julio. Pop foul. One-two pitch. Bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded. Valdez to Julio. Oh, wild pitch. 2-2 count. Come on, Julio. The best part of Julio is when we get to a point where he actually takes a walk. You got to not worry about ego and being Rookie of the Year and, the next Ken Griffey Jr. And, if you can just get to a point where like, I know I'm the man, but I'm going to take 2 pitches and I'm not going to go for that crazy swing, and I'm going to benefit the team, and I'm going to think team before me. And then there you go. Struck him out. You can't count on him this early in his career. If he was able just to be patient and then take a walk, which it's very difficult for a superstar player to do, that's when we know Julio is on his game, where he'll be in that situation, he won't swing, and then he'll take a walk, not trying to be the hero, but just trying to help the team and not help his own stats. That's when a guy will take his game to that next level. So we're actually top 2 with bases loaded in baseball. So normally, regardless of who the hitter is, we are one of the top 2 teams. It's us and the Dodgers. With one guy on, we're not good. With runners at first and second, we're not good. Runners at the corners, first and third, we're not good. But bases loaded, we are top 2 in baseball out of 30 teams. So, I mean, even though it was Julio, but, 1-0 pitch to Gino. Gino, yes! Sometimes it ain't Julio. It's got to be that next person, Even though Gino strikes out a lot, it's about patience, being in the game, knowing when to swing, how to swing. And with Julio, his problem is he's always going for a home run. Have you noticed that? It's always a power swing. Sometimes you just got to hit it into play. And once Julio realizes that instead of trying to be the hero and get a grand salami, and then what happens? If from a hero to a zero with a fucking strikeout, and then you can get someone like Gino up next just to be able to get it in play, that's going to benefit the Mariners long term. There we go. 4-3 Mariners. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment to the channel. We just hit 20,000 subs. Little flip. Oh, they're so lucky he was so close right there. But hell, we just got to chip away, and it would have been awesome to be able to get a little bit closer, but at least the Mariners are going to be in it. 4-3 Stros. Nice job, Mariners. Kira in the building. You bet the first 5 innings under 6. Yeah, well, that one's over. Hopefully you didn't bet too much money. I'll take that, though. A 4-3 is much better than well, the hell, we were up 1-0, then it went 1-1, and then you had the big 3-run jack, and it's just nice that we were able to come back in the next inning and not have to wait until like the 8th inning or the 9th inning with all that pressure. So we're definitely in it, and like I said, we need to be able to get these dubs. This is very crucial, if we want to actually make the playoffs. Big facts. And like I said, I've been watching Mariner baseball since the mid-'80s. So it's like I've only had 4 good years, for being a fan. Most people don't understand. If you're a fan and you live in the Pacific Northwest, we're some of the most passionate people on planet Earth. Because like I said, it's not like the Ducks are winning natties left and right. It's not like the Blazers are good every year. You got Oregon State. You got the Blazers. The Kraken are brand new. You got the Seahawks. So it's like, once in a while, we'll go to a Rose Bowl with the Ducks, or the Seahawks will win a championship and win a Lombardi. You know what I mean? But the Sonics don't exist anymore. The Kraken are brand new. It's like we're not going to have a lot of success. Hell, we're the only team that really hasn't even been to the fucking World Series, but maybe we can get Shohei Ohtani in the offseason and things can change. But even if we don't get him, I like our chances, with Julio in the next 15 years, where we should be able to make a World Series appearance, I would hope, at least one. But hopefully we can make a couple. Because if we go like twice, maybe we win and we lose one. But if we only go once, we got to pray that we go once and we win. But, I hope that we can go at least a couple times in 15 to 20 years because, it's only been 1995, Griffey, 95 slide with Edgar and Griffey, 97, right? When Griffey won the American League MVP, 2001, Ichiro's rookie year, and then we lost to the Yankees after we won a billion fucking games, like 115 plus, right? That one hurt. And then last year, when we ended up upsetting the Blue Jays and then losing to the Astros. So 4 years of quality baseball for me for being a fan for, 36? So four great years out of 36 years of being a fan. Not good. But I feel now with Julio and Cal and Kirby from last year, that should be the best stretch moving forward from last year. And then the next 20 years, it'll probably be the best 20 years the Mariners have ever seen. So I think that if we take advantage of it, we might be able to do something special. So pitch is high, 2-1 count. Altuve, chop foul. And we got a few subs from some of y'all that are in the room. I appreciate that. We're at 20,042. Thank you so much. So we got 4 subs out of y'all in the room right now. So thank you. I appreciate that. For the people that are in the room watching right now with the 46 people, we got 4 people to sub. Probably half of the people in the room have subbed already. But for the others, I appreciate you. And hopefully we can earn the sub here and continue to grow the channel. And again, we do everything here: baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, NFL, everything. Oh, Altuve. Altuve being fucking Altuve. Oh, don't go to third. There we go. Leadoff double for Jose Altuve. Yeah, we already had enough of Altuve yesterday, okay? Next up, third baseman Alex Bregman. Well, yeah. Well, like I said, with all the hard work that I'm putting in, like I said, it's just about getting to that rounded number. And once we got to 20, everything should be kind of going downhill. And we're going to collect a lot of subs. We're going to get more people. I'm doing 20 reaction videos a week, if not more. Every fucking NFL game, 4 or 5 college games, recording streams every day. I mean, there's not very many people that put in that much work. So popped up to Teoscar, 1 away. But it did take us a while to get there. It's like when you're 100 or 200 away, it seems like a fucking eternity, But once you actually get to that pinnacle, then things start, working in your favor. So next up, Yordan Alvarez. No more homers for you, bro. Top of the 5th, 4-3, Houston. Runner at third, Altuve. 1 out. Batting third in the order, DHing. No more homers for Yordan. You feel me? Are we going to walk him? That's probably a good decision. That started all the momentum. Crushed the shit out of that ball. And then normally, like I said, in the American League, if they're healthy, you already know Ohtani, Aaron Judge, right? And then Yordan Alvarez. Those are going to be the guys that are going to get the MVP looks first. And then hopefully one day Julio. Gabe Spire in the game. Yeah, Tucker is dangerous. I like Tucker probably is my favorite because, like I said, I feel he's the most underappreciated. He's a guy that no one really talks about, but he's money. He can hit for power. He can hit on base, singles, doubles, triples. He's a good defender. He's all around. Like I said, with him and Jeremy Pena, I feel those were the big X factors last year. You could say, oh, Yordan Alvarez, Altuve, Bregman, Justin Verlander. Well, duh, that's obvious. But those guys that are kind of the hidden talent gems are Tucker and Jeremy Pena. And coincidentally, those are my 2 favorite on the team. I mean, I like Yordan Alvarez, but just not when he's fucking up the Mariners, which it seems like it's on the daily. But Tucker is the man. I would love to have a player like Tucker on the Mariners and Jeremy Pena as well. There we go, Dylan. Throw home. There we go. There we go. 2 outs. All right, Topa. I'm not sure if I like this. We put in Topa yesterday and he fucked everything up. And then we had to put Brash in to clean it up. But all right, well, let's throw up the photo and hopefully he doesn't fuck everything up for us, huh? Come on, baby. We got to win this. We got to find a way. We have to dig deep. You know, do you want to make the playoffs? You know, we started off the year really shitty. You know, batting like 220 as a team pretty much the whole year until Julio got hot. Right in the first 60 games, we had one good player, Jared Kelenic. That's it. And then obviously Seawald as the closer. Then it took us about 50 to 60 games to figure out Mike Ford might be the DH, not fucking Dylan Moore. You know, not fucking Colton Wong. It was the wrong move. You know, AJ Pollock, garbage. You know, like Teoscar was really the only good pickup that we had. You know, and you got to be able to figure out certain pieces, not Taylor Trammell and all these other motherfuckers. We need people that actually can hit, right? And then finally, you know, JP got going, Julio got going, right? Teoscar got going. And I always knew that once those guys get going, eventually Cal and Gino are the last ones to join that group. You know, so sometimes you got to kind of wait your turn, but we are a second half team. You know, we usually don't come out of the gates really hot right away, but you know, if you give us time, we'll eventually get there. But you know, JP, Julio, Gino, Teoscar, Kelenic, Cal, France, you know, it's like most of the lineup is pretty fucking solid, you know, and then pitching, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert. I mean, we got one of the top 5, you know, pitching staffs in baseball. But a lot of times I feel it's like hype and name recognition. So it's like, oh, you got George Kirby, you won. When I get people coming in here and betting, I was like, listen, it's like, yeah, he might be good on paper, but after he goes out, what are we going to get after that? With like Brash and Topa and obviously Munoz and Seawald, but we don't got Seawald anymore. And then you got those other guys kind of in the middle, like Campbell and a few others, Saucedo, where I don't trust those guys. So we'll see where it goes, but hopefully Topa doesn't fuck this up. So, Goats, where are you? Likes, subs, donos, comments, support. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Top of the 5th, 4-3 Stros. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Jose Abreu. We got another sub. Appreciate you. $957 subs at 21,000. Appreciate you for the 47 people that are in the room. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. But again, you know, establishing myself, you know, as the Oregon Duck YouTuber and the Seattle Mariner YouTubers, it's paying off. You know, it took a long time, like I said, to be able to kind of get through the algorithm and, you know, go in there. But again, there's not a lot of people that put in that effort. You know, it's easy to be like, oh, I'll do a Mariner game here and there and do like 5 a season, but to really grind it out and do like almost every game, I mean, that takes a lot of dedication. I think I've done over 100 games this season. Like 80 to 100 out of the, you know, we're getting close to 162. You know, that's definitely more. I mean, and obviously I would have done more if the NFL wasn't going on. But, you know, when the NFL and college football start, then the Mariners have to take a little bit of a back seat. But obviously, when it's not football season, that's going to be the priority. Come on, baby. 1-2 count to Abreu. Let's go, Topa. Let's go, Justin. Smoke him. Chop foul. Kevin in the building. You might be the only one. Runners on the corners, top of the fifth, 4-3 Stros. Kevin has to announce the only Astro fan in the room is me. 1-2 pitch from Topa to Abreu. Chopper, right there, routine play, flip to second, got him. There we go. Good defense by the Mariners. There we go. Now we just need to be able to, compile a couple hits back to back. I don't know how many more home run opportunities that we're going to have. Crawford homered in the bottom of the first, but they got 2 home runs with Alvarez and Dubon, and we only have 1 with JP. But someone else needs to step up. What are we at? 3 runs. We're at 5 hits for us to win the game. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. That's pretty much been the MO all year. So we're halfway there, a little bit more than halfway there, but we're not there yet. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 5th. And in the 5 hole, surprisingly, 1 for 2, left fielder Dylan Moore. Batting second this inning, 0 for 2. First baseman Ty France. And batting third, 1 for 2. Catching for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, baby. Left-handed, right-handed, I don't give a shit. Let's just make it happen, baby. We got to be electric today. We got to find a way. We got to find a way to win this game and then win 3 out of 4 versus the Rangers, or we're fucked. So this is it. Last 5 games. Let's go. How long have you been a Stro fan, Kevin? And like I said, I try to be able to put up, photos and graphics for both teams. So it's not going to just be like Mariners, and then just talking shit about the Astros, throughout the whole broadcast, which I would assume most Mariner fans would do. So, all right, Framber Valdez, 4 innings pitched. Let's take a look at his stat line here real quick. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts, 83 pitches for Framber Valdez. Plus, when you're not a hater and you don't have bias and you're able to, kind of take advantage of every single team and look at all the photos and you're putting in that extra research, you actually have a better grasp of the league rather than just being this biased Mariner streamer that only knows Seattle and then talk shit about all the other teams. And I never would do that. And obviously that's why people like this channel, because obviously we don't have bias and we try to make it, a 50-50 stream. So 45 years. Air Love in the building. What's good? Yeah, I mean, the Mariners are not going to be able to go 4 for 4. I mean, our record with Texas is not good. I mean, it's like in the games that we played, I'll look it up to see what we are, but it's like going into the beginning of the last series, we were 1-5 in the first 6 games. So we're not good against them. We're good against, Houston. I believe in that matchup, we won 9 out of 12. So we were good against Houston, but against the Rangers, we're ass. Air Love, Dame Dalla, and Giannis. You got to be thrilled. But I'll be covering a lot of games. Jared Kelenic strikes out. Come on, JK. It's all good, Jared. Next up, Ty France. They did a Kelenic for Dylan Moore. But at that point, Dylan Moore was already doing kind of well. Why would you make that substitution? If you're not going to start Kelenic, and Dylan Moore actually got a hit in his first 2 at-bats, let him keep going. What I'm saying? You ended the momentum in that Uncle Mo. if you made that tough decision to bench Kellenick for Dylan Moore and he's not 0 for 2, let him keep playing, idiot. There we go, Ty. Yeah, it's freak time. Of course, I know what fucking time it is in Milwaukee. I ain't a fucking dummy. Freak time, baby. Giannis, Greek freak, Dame Dalla, freak time. Your boy's fucking smart. You know I know that shit. It ain't Dame time, it's freak time. He'll let you know. Your boy reads. I'm on top of everything. Especially with all that reading I do with all the teams. Nothing slips through my fingers. I'll tell you. Let's go, Cal. Yeah, we'll definitely be covering a lot more Bucks games. I mean, I was going to do a few this season, but now that Damian Lillard is there, we're going to do a bunch. You know, like I said, I'll cover a little bit of the Blazers. We'll do the good matchups like Warriors, Celtics, Heat. You know, there's certain good teams. You know that we'll the good matchups we'll do. But I'll definitely do more basketball this season since Dame is on the Milwaukee Bucks for sure. Oh, Max did. He won the Grand Prix. Nice. What's the prediction for tomorrow? The Packers going to beat the Lions, or the Lions going to beat the Packers tomorrow? All I know is I got Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Sam Laporta in fantasy, and I'm thinking about playing maybe two of those guys, and I hope they go off. 2-1 pitch. Just beneath the strike zone. 3-1 count. Come on, baby. Cal, chopper. Almost ran it out. Got him. 2 away. And that leads to 3 away. Fuck. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Yeah, with the Vikings and the Bears. Well, it looks like, moving forward, more than likely it'll be the Lions and Packers dueling it out for the division for quite some time. So, all right, let's go to the top of the 6th. All right, next up for the Houston Astros. 2 for 2 with a run, left fielder Michael Brantley. Batting second, center fielder Mauricio Dubon. Hit that 3-run jack on us. And batting third, shortstop Jeremy Pena. There we go, Jose. Get that. Throw to tie. One away. Top of the 6, 4-3 Houston. Yeah, you can ask a question, but it'll be determined if you're a part of this channel in about 10 seconds or not. So it's up to you. You can decide to ask a question or not, but depending on what you write down, you may be a part of this channel or you may be gone in the 10 seconds. So that's up to you. Fire away. Top of the 6, 4-3 Stros. Come on, Topa. Nice strike there on Jeremy Pena. There we go. Big swing and a miss. Nice pitch, Topa. We need you, bud. Top of the 6, 4-3 Stros. Pena, 263 average, 10 homers, and 51 ribbies in 2023. 0-2 pitch from Topa. Chopper. Grab it. Fuck. Do you want me to give you the answer that I would have given myself 20 years ago, which would have been your mom's house, or or the answer that I would give now? Obviously, I like to go eat. So, if it's me, I like to be able to go places, not necessarily to go to games and whatnot, but like, going to Maine and eating lobster or crab, going to Nolans and eating po' boys and eating that, gumbo and whatnot. So, there's two answers for you. The younger me being a smart ass and then the me right now. So, but obviously I'd like to be able to travel a little bit, but I wouldn't mind traveling to Maine and eating some fresh lobster and crab and shrimp and whatnot and going to the NO and going to Nolans and whatnot. But yeah, there you go. F1 race in Europe. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of places that I would like to go, but realistically, that costs a lot of money, to be able to go to certain places. So. All right, come on, Mariners. Go to the middle of the 6th. Let's see who's due up for the Mariners. All right, next up for the Mariners, 1-for-1 with a base on ball, DHing for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. Batting second this inning, second baseman, Jose Caballero. 0-for-2, should have been Rojas today. And batting third, 1-for-1 with a run, home run and an RBI. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Bottom of the 6th. Only got a couple innings left. All right, Mike Ford is in. About time. Let's go, Mike. We need you. Bottom of the 6th, 4-3 Astros. Let's go, Mike. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 2-2 count. Wow. Mike Ford says, hell no. Tough punch out. Let's take a quick look with Mike Ford again. He framed it. I don't know if that was a strike, though. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow for the Lions and Packers tomorrow. I'm excited about that matchup tomorrow. That should be a good matchup for many, many years to come. Like the Lions now are actually a respectable team, and I love it. Packers always have been. Oh, pitch is high. Got away from the glove. Rojas in the game. Let's go, Josh. I need you, bud. Pitch is outside. 3-0 count. We'll take the walk if we get it. Takes a strike. We got a couple more subs, 2 more from the people that are in the room. I appreciate that. 955 now to get to 21,000. Thank you to the people that are watching on Twitter, X, as well as here on YouTube. Thank you so much. 18, got a long ways to go. Hopefully we get rescued by a goat, in the room. Got him. There goes Rojas, 2 away. All right, next up, shortstop J.P. Crawford. And hell, we might need him to homer again for us to be able to tie it up. Let's go, baby. 1-0 pitch, pop foul, 1-1 count. One for one with a solo jack and 2 walks. Come on, JP. 264 average, 18 homers, and 59 ribbies in 2023. Pitch is high, 2-2 count. Come on, JP. Yeah, but for Chuck Finga, if I could travel anywhere in the world, I mean, there's a lot of places that I think that I would want to visit, but obviously me, I'm half Japanese and half Czech and European, so probably going back to the homeland and going back to Japan would be incredibly dope. But I mean, I wouldn't mind going to Australia or going to France or Italy, the Netherlands, Denmark. There's a lot of places that have amazing food and culture and scenery. You know, there's a lot of places that I would love to be able to stop by and visit. But as far as in the United States, though, I would want to go places where they have the best food. Texas and Kansas City for barbecue. Po' boys and gumbo and Nolans in the NO. Go to Maine because I already get the fresh crab and lobster here on the West Coast in Oregon, but to fly over to Maine and to be able to eat that over there would be phenomenal. Ribs, anything that's in the Midwest. Pulled pork sandwiches. Let's take the walk, baby. Let's go, JP. Third walk of the game. And a homer. We'll take that. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Come on, bro. If you want to be that guy that's known as Ken Griffey Jr. 2.0, at some point you need to step up and play like a Ken Griffey Jr. I know you're only in your second year, but there's a lot of missed opportunities from Julio Rodriguez in these first 2 years. No, and I always watch all the cooking channels with, Guy Fieri and Gordon Ramsay, and all the different programs. They got diners, drive-ins, and dives, and all the different shows that Gordon Ramsay does. I never miss one. Next Level Chef, Master Chef Junior, all that shit I watch. So, Austin got all the barbecue, I bet. Is that where you live, Kevin, in Austin? Oh, 1 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike, 0-2 count. We need a rally, Rebecca. We need a rally. We need one. We're running out of time because by the time it gets to like the 8th inning, it might be too late. Look at Julio. That's our superstar. Come on, J-Rod. If you're going to be known as the face of the franchise, you need to be better. Uh-oh. Julio's like, you want to fight? Uh-oh, empty the benches. Big Tubby wants to talk shit. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Ned is a little beezy, talking shit, and then he has to walk away while he's talking shit. Little fat boy. If you're going to talk shit, come back out there. If you're going to talk shit, go back out there. There you go. You fat boy. You're going to talk shit. Come out there with Julio. So he said, come out here, motherfucker. Let's go. You can't be talking shit and then just walking down into the fucking dugout. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk shit, right? You know what I mean? You don't walk away into the dugout. You stay out there. You know, don't be a fucking pussy. You know, come out there. If you're gonna talk shit, go out there and fucking square up. You know? Hey, we can do a Jose Ramirez and Anderson down. All right? Fuck out of here with that. You don't see Julio get pissed like that either. You know, old boy was talking shit too. When's the last time you seen Julio act like that? Like never. See, look at him. He's all going right at him. You know, that's unnecessary, bro. For real. Look at him, just going walking all the way towards him. I wish Julio would have charged his ass and fucking knocked his ass out. Anderson down. But then if Julio gets, obviously in a fight, it don't fucking matter. Well, fucking Fat Boy ends up getting suspended for a game or two. They're gonna still win without him. If Julio goes out, we're gonna lose every game against Texas. Hell, even if we did have Julio, we probably would lose every game. Brett in the building. What's good, brother? I'm gonna go grab my Snapple here out of the freezer. Yeah. I wish somebody would fucking say some shit like that to me. Yeah, we need to, like I said, like when fucking Winker got hit, in the ass by the Angels and we got in that fight, we went on a big like, you know, 12, 13, 14 game win streak. Sometimes you need to be able to square up. But again, if it's going to be their, jobber fat ass pitcher versus our superstar, it's like when you get guys in like the NBA finals that, try to bait the superstar player, and then you get a guy that's like a bench guy that's trying to, take out the best player on the other team, get in their head, but do something dirty. And then if that guy gets tossed, it doesn't matter. And then the superstar on the other team gets tossed, then you have a huge advantage. So, I mean, that shit don't happen where the pitcher walks towards the hitter like that. I mean, I've been watching baseball since the mid 80s, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. But again, this is the Houston Astros, so what do you expect? Cheater's going to cheat, and you're going to act that way. That doesn't surprise anyone. I mean, we already don't like you, and this is just another thing for us not to like you even more. And once you're known as a cheater, like the New England Patriots, that shit sticks with you forever. It's never going away. I hope we fight. I really do, but I don't want it to be Julio because if we lose him, then we're done. Now it's a very critical point right here, right? Like, what do we do here as a team, right? Do we bean their player? Like if we want to fight, that's what you do. If you throw out a player and then the benches will come out and then there'll be punches thrown. But again, you got to try to win this game. Popped up and right to Julio. Doesn't even move. One away. But sometimes you got to be smart about it, about who it is. And, like if it's one thing, if it's like Verlander, you know what I mean? And then, and it's like Verlander and Julio, but, Verlander wouldn't be stupid enough to do something like that. So, but now like public enemy number one, like we already knew it was like the Angels and the Astros. Those are the two teams that we don't like. And now we have another reason, to even have more hate for the Houston Astros. Big facts. Just like when Chas McCormick tried to break fucking Ty's hand going to first base. They're always doing something. They're always trying to get an advantage or do something fucking cheap. Always. I mean, Nettis is a fat boy, and he could have got a couple punches in, but I don't know. Julio doesn't really look like a fighter, but if you get someone mad enough that normally is quiet, that fucking beast comes out, and Julio would throw more hands. So, Nettis could probably hit harder, but Julio would throw more punches, and I know he'd get a few in. Bregman? Damn. And it goes past him. Jesus Christ. That's a triple. Teoscar, no focus. What the fuck are you doing? You can't be all nonchalant out there like Julio on that first at bat, and just not move, and then you're pissed, and then you get the out. Like, fucking focus right here. What the fuck are you doing? Idiot. And don't grab it with your hand, you fucking dummy. Use your mitt. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the focus is already, you could already tell, momentum is all in Houston's favor. You know what I mean? And we're reeling right now with emotion, but not in a good way. So the game is starting to slip away. And there goes Topa's fucking bum ass doing shitty again, just like yesterday. Service should have already known Topa can't get it done. He couldn't get it done yesterday. Why the fuck was he going to get it done today? And now here's Brash to come in and save the day. Golly. I love it when I see shit like that. That shit gets me amped up. It's like when people watch fucking World Star and see people get knocked out. After a couple of those, you're like, all right, say something. Golly. Not a good look. Now the game is slipping away from the Mariners. But let's be honest, realistically, we weren't going to make the playoffs. And once we got swept by the Dodgers, and then, you're 1-5 going into that series with Texas before this series, things weren't looking very good. You get swept by the Dodgers. You're not winning very many games against the Rangers. Now you have to try to win 2 out of 3 against Houston, but in reality, you're probably only going to win 1. And then when you have Texas in the last 4 games, realistically, what are we going to win? We need to win 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. But what are we going to win? Probably 1 game, maybe 2. Unless we can get a divine miracle, and we can find a way to get a win here and then use that momentum and spark it moving forward. So, thank you, Brett. I appreciate you, man. Your boy got to 20,000. And like I said, if I didn't take Dave to the game, you and me would have went and whatnot, but you already had obligations. And, I've taken you to, some games and whatnot. And Dave wasn't, his birthday was the next day on Sunday, and he hadn't been to a game in 10 years. So we'll definitely try to go to a game sometime. I mean, I do want to try to go to that USC matchup in November, but it all depends if I have enough money for tickets or if I get them gifted. I appreciate you, brother. Let me know what you want to see for photos if there's something specific, and I got you. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. And Brett is one of my boys. When you can have a friend that comes onto the channel and donates, it even means more than someone that I don't know. Me and Brett played basketball at Canby together. We went to high school together. Then we didn't really see each other for about, 15 or 20 years. Then we linked up, went to a Duck game, and we went to a Blazer game together. We've been trying to rekindle the friendship, and I really do appreciate you very, very much. And the coolest thing about Brett, he might be one of the realest people that I know that's in my friend group. There's a lot of fakes that are out there that try to act like they're your friend. They always want something in return. You know what I'm saying? But Brett is a real one, and real recognizes real, and I appreciate you. Top of the 7th, 4-3 Stros. Thank you, bro. Hopefully we can get some people to come through and support on the Cash App. Your boy's got bills to pay. That's big facts. What do you want to see, Brett? You got something specific you want to see for photos? I got you, bro. Appreciate you, dog. $28. Still a long ways to go to the goal, but hopefully we're getting a little bit closer. Goats, where are you? Pitch in the zone for a strike and called a ball. Come on. That was in the strike zone, too. Tucker, of course he gets ahead. Fuck my life. This game's over. 5-3 Astros. And that's what happens when I got a guy who's my favorite player on the other team and he does that. Eventually he's going to cash in. Nice job, Kyle. Clutch hitter. Underrated. Everyone talks about Altuve and Bregman and Yordan Alvarez, Jeremy Pena, but Kyle Tucker is kind of the glue. You know, they don't talk about him a whole lot, but he's money. Yeah, no more Dame Dalla, but we got Scoot Henderson as the replacement, Anthony Simons, right? And we still got Shaden Sharp with the dunks and DeAndre Ayton. We'll go to some games this season, Brett. You know, we'll go to a few Blazer games. You'll either get tickets or I'll get tickets and we'll go. And I'll go with Preston and I'll go with my boy Justin too. So, I mean, it sucks, you know, losing Dame, but at least he has a chance to win a ring. He's 33, so he only has probably about 5 to 7 years left. And I do think he'll have a good opportunity as long as Dame and Giannis don't get hurt. 5-3 Stros. Pitches inside, 1-1 count. And then Drew Holiday is going to get moved. I would love to keep him, but with the salary, it doesn't make sense. But it would be nice to have Scoot, Anthony Simons, and Drew Holiday, so that way we can kind of mix it up. Like you could have, Scoot be the point guard. You can have, Drew Holiday be the 2, and then you could end up having Anthony Simons as the 3. Another hit. Abreu, another RBI. Like I said, this game's over. 6-3 Stros. It's like they tried to, get that emotion going. Julio got riled up, and Houston Astros. What are you going to say, man? This rivalry will never die. This is always going to be the team that we hate the most out of everyone. Other teams will hate them for the cheating, like the Dodgers. That's probably the only other team that hates this team as much as us is Los Angeles, but for different reasons, of course. What do you think about it, Brett? You like what we have? I mean, getting Ayton isn't bad. I mean, I just didn't want us to trade to Miami and they give us fucking Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Fuck out of here. You might as well give me a bag of Doritos and call it a done deal. That trade was stupid. Now, if you're going to give me Jimmy Butler for Dame, Bam Adebayo for Dame, at least that's a little bit better, but not fucking Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero. Fuck out of here with that. That's the dumbest shit that I've heard. That's a fair trade. To who? Not us. But at least we got some good pieces, even if Holiday's going to be on the move. And Ayton, he ain't the best center, but he's one of the top 3. So we'll take that. A guy that can get you, 16 and 10. Big swing and a miss to Michael Brantley. Yeah. Hero, injury prone. Duncan Robinson, not worth it. You know what I mean? But I was actually hoping for like Zach LaVine in the 3-team trade from the Bulls or like Pascal Siakam. That would have been my number 1 choice for a player to come in for Dame. So that way, at least I feel kind of good. But to be able to get Ayton when we've been looking at him for the last couple of years, it feels good. We lose Nurk, but we upgrade the position. So I'll take that. Right past him. Oh, there we go. How about another RBI? They're just fucking, this one is over. Yeah, but the thing is, Cody, with the cheating that you guys did, it wasn't just the garbage cans. It wasn't just the Apple Watches. You guys were wearing fucking buzzers on your chest. They were on the bat. They were on your chest. That you guys were taking cheating to a whole nother level. It's one thing if it's an Apple Watch like you and Boston did, okay? And it's another thing about the garbage cans, and being able to hit it 1 for a strike, 2 for, a slider, whatnot, all the different things. But to be able to do the buzzers on top of that too, I mean, come on. It's like one thing with the Astro fans. You guys never can admit that you guys cheated. It's always like, oh, everyone cheated. Like people can't admit that you guys cheated. It's always making excuses. Like, just admit that you guys cheated. You guys supposedly won the ring last year without cheating. That's fine. But for what you guys did, it was one of the biggest things that you guys caught. Now, are other teams cheating? Of course, but not to that extent. So, you guys were good enough to win without the cheating. You know what I mean? And it's just a simple fact to be arrogant and cocky and act like, oh, everyone is cheating. Not everyone is cheating, okay? There might be a few other teams that are doing it, you know what I mean? But usually teams that cheat, they'll cheat again, just like Bill Belichick, Spygate, Deflategate. It's not just one gate, it's multiple, And it's one thing if the Astro fans, most of them would just admit it, then we'd be good. But you guys always fucking make excuses all the fucking time. No wonder where people don't fucking like you guys. You know what I mean? It's not just Mariner fans and Dodger fans. You know what I'm saying? Boston cheated. Their fans can admit it. Why can't you guys? You know? That's what I'm saying. Just admit. But you guys can't. That's why people don't like you. 1-2 pitch. Got him. Yeah, but these dumbass things like this, you saying this kind of shit instead of just saying, yeah, we cheated. You know what I mean? That shows you guys can't admit. You know what I mean? You always have to come up with some other bullshit side question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's already too late for you, bro. It's already way too late for you. You were here and you made a choice. You too. There, you three. There you go. See ya, Cody. See ya, Near. See ya, Goated. I mean, like I said, if it was as simple as just admitting, you know, people would still be upset, but they would be able to get over it, you know. But that's what cheaters do. It's like people that cheat in real life, you know, always deflecting. You know, the people that are always cheating on their partners, you know, it's always saying, it's the other person. You're crazy. It's you. Always deflecting. You know, never can admit that you're the one at fault. Fuck out of here with that. And then you can't backpedal, you know, afterwards like Dion, you know, after I call you out on it. Oh, no, not me. You already fucking, you know, dug your grave, bro. Popped up. Damage is done. Game is over. Soccer in Italy or cricket in Australia. Yeah. And like I said, the crazy thing is like Boston, when they cheated with the Red Sox, right? You know, they did the Apple Watches and whatnot, but have you noticed, like, people don't talk about it? You know, people don't bring it up like the Astros, but they cheated too, you know? So it's like, it's kind of like that perspective, or it's like, you know, you get, the reality is also too with baseball, if you're foreign, right? They're going to, you know, crucify you on a different level. You know, just like with Mark McGwire and obviously with Roger Clemens, you know, being Caucasian, they get a free pass, you know, compared to guys like Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa and Rafael Palmeiro, you know, whether people want to admit it or not, but America is racist, right? It's just how it is. People want to act like people aren't sexist or racist, but it's true. So when you get the people that are African-American, or if you're foreign from like the Dominican or some other, you know, foreign country, you know, they're like, oh, these guys are banned for life. But then you get Roger Clemens, right? And then you get, you know, other players like Mark McGwire, and then you see people kind of giving them a free pass. Why? Because they're white? That's not fair. If you cheated, you cheated. Mark McGwire, you're not getting in. Roger Clemens, you're not getting in. Barry Bonds, you're not getting in. Rafael Palmeiro, you're not getting in. If you cheated, you cheated. You know, but that's just how things go. You know, it's very sad. You know, it's a controversial kind of topic, but it needs to be discussed, you know, because that's kind of the reality of it. You know, and like I said, with me, you know, I'm half Japanese and I'm half European. I'm Japanese and Czech. So I just try to call it right down the middle. But that's just kind of how baseball is. They try to give a free pass to certain players, and then they try to crucify the other ones. But the bottom line, none of them are getting into the Hall of Fame. You know, if you cheated, you cheated. Period. Yeah, but that's one thing that I can't stand is when people are liars or when people cheat and then they have to make excuses. Fucking own up. You know, own up. You know, that you did what you did. Yeah, we ain't winning this game. This one's over. I wish Julio would have just fucking charged him. You know, I know it's a kind of a, you know, touchy subject and whatnot, but I mean, I just call it how I see it. You know, I got friends of all races: black, white, Asian, Mexican, Australian, Puerto Rican, Dominican. I mean, you name it. I got a friend probably of that particular race, but that's baseball and that's life. It's just sad, you know. But ultimately, if you cheat, you cheat. But you shouldn't treat certain cheaters worse than others. It should be like, okay, you did what you did. You're all, regardless if you're white, black, Dominican, Chinese, Japanese, Mexican, it don't matter. If you cheated, you cheated. You're all in the same group over here. You know, that's why I'm kind of blessed that, out of all the people that I met in my life, I met King Griffey Jr. Like literally like the only guy in the fucking steroid era that didn't cheat. 10 good years of health, 10 years of injuries. Then he got fat, came back to the Mariners, and then he retired. I can respect that. Pitch is outside, 2-2 count to Gino. Abreu's on the mound. Come on, Gino, we need you. We need the bat. Yeah, but again, like I said, even though it's a fierce rivalry, I'm going to be honest on all the takes that I have. The Astros are the only team in the American League that can win the World Series over the Braves. Period. They got the experience, they have the players. And if I was such a fucking hater and so biased, I would never say anything like that. All the other teams, the Rays and the Rangers and the Orioles, the Mariners, the Blue Jays, the most that we would win if we actually overachieved and got there, would be a game or two. But the only team that can win 3 or 4 games in the World Series against a team like the Braves, if those are the two teams that match up, Houston is the only one that could actually win it in the American League. Now, the team that should win it is the Atlanta Braves. There is no doubt. I mean, they have the best team and they've had the best team. The only team that can beat the Braves is the Atlanta Braves, and with injuries, But again, we didn't see the Phillies coming out of nowhere last year. And I don't know if that's going to happen this year. You got the Phillies and the Brewers are the biggest threat to the Dodgers and the Braves, but it should be the Braves and someone. Is it the Dodgers? I don't know, because they're not as good as they were in past years. I mean, my dad's been a Dodger fan since the 50s, so I know everything about LA. And they don't have a quality team like they did in years past. Are they still good? Yeah, but they're not as good as, the championship years. The Oscar struck out. Nice pitch there by Abreu, one away. But I'll tell you what, there's not going to be another Mariners streamer on fucking planet Earth that would admit that the Astros, are the team that is the only team that really has a shot to win it if they can get there. You just got to call it how you see it. They're a great organization, and I think the sad thing is that they were good enough to win it without cheating. It's like Lance Armstrong. It's like anytime you get someone that does something amazing, and then you find out, oh boy, with one nut, fucking cheated his whole fucking life. It's like, I thought Lance Armstrong was like this OG, triple OG, and then you find out that they're fucking juicing. It just sucks. You want to be able to root for guys in sports, and then you find out a lot of times when people are doing like abnormal, crazy stuff that make like breaking records and making history, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not cheating. But it just so happens that, I guess if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And I guess that motto still holds true. 1-1 count to Jared Kelenic, bottom of the 7th. Runner at first, 7-3 Stros. This one is over. Come on, Kelenic. Let's go, baby. But I'll tell you what, no one else would admit that, as far as the Stros being Now, if I could choose a team that, if it's not the Mariners to be there, I think I would want the Baltimore Orioles to go against the Braves. That would be my ideal matchup, or the Dodgers for my dad. But, the Braves are the better team. Big swing and a miss, 2-2 count. But I think Orioles and Braves would probably be, really fucking entertaining. But again, if you really, really want entertainment, Astros and Braves would be the best World Series, because you'd either have people rooting for Houston or rooting for them to lose. But as far as the quality players that they have, it's pretty clear to me who the best team is. Even if the record says they're not the best, that experience will come into true effect, once we get into the playoffs. Big facts. All right. Hopefully there's someone else that can fill in, that's in the room, but I don't know if we have anybody that's still filling in. Bottom of the seventh, 7-3 Houston. Pitches high, 3-2 count. And that's what makes Houston so dangerous, that, they can end up being down by a run to 6 runs. And most teams would be like, we're done. But with Houston, they're kind of like the Dodgers and the Braves. They never think they're out of a game. And I respect that. I don't respect the cheating, but I do respect that they have that never give up mentality where it's like championship or bust. And I respect the hell out of that, big swing and a miss where you can end up being down 5 runs or more. And, not every scenario you're going to come back. But if you're down, let's say 4 to 5 runs, right? The Astros, Dodgers, and Braves will come back in that scenario maybe every 5th game. Most teams, it's just done. You're lost. L. But for Houston, the Dodgers and the Braves, but primarily Houston and Atlanta, they can get down by many, many runs, and it just seems like they have that will to win, and I really do respect that about them. Hopefully one day Seattle will end up having that as well. But until we get like Shohei Ohtani to come to Seattle, then, we have to change the mentality. We can't just be happy to be here. We have to expect to win. The mindset is everything. Yeah, but at this point, we assume that Judge isn't on PEDs or roids, right? So as long as he's not on PEDs or roids, it should be all good. Popped up, and then 1, 2, 3, end of the 7th inning, 7-3 Stros. Yeah, I don't mind Aaron Judge. I mean, I've been to 7 Mariner games, and I've gotten 3 baseballs. So, I ain't Zach Campbell, but my first one was like a year or 2 before COVID when I went with my dad and I got a Kike Hernandez foul ball. That was the first one. And then last year, I predicted I would get a Julio ball in his rookie year. Went to go see the Royals and Bobby Witt Jr. And in the 9th inning, I got a Julio foul ball. And then about a couple weeks later, I got tickets to go see the Yankees. I predicted that I would get an Aaron Judge ball. Everyone thought I was crazy, and I ended up getting an Aaron Judge ball as well. So, Kike Hernandez, Julio, Aaron Judge, that's a pretty good set of 3 baseballs since I've only been to 7 games. So, I don't got no problem with Aaron Judge. Believe that. Well, we let this one slip through our fingers, huh? Let's go to the top of the 8th. All right, next up for the Stros, unless they make any changes, 0 for 3 with a K, catcher Martin Maldonado. I'm not sure if that is accurate. Let me refresh. Sometimes, when you're waiting for the commercial to come through, you can only rely on ESPN and MLB.com to a certain degree, but I believe that is correct. Okay. And then batting second this inning, second baseman, Jose Altuve, 2 for 4. And batting third, 1 for 3 with a run, third baseman, Alex Bregman. And that's the attitude that all the Houston fans right now and everyone on Houston has. They're like, we got him. We sure did. But again, we weren't going to beat the Rangers anyways, but this was a must-win game for us. And, it just kind of sucks when you have such a tough schedule and you have to get swept by the Dodgers and then go Rangers, Astros, Rangers. But again, at least we are in control of our own destiny. We don't need anyone to win for us or lose for us necessarily. So maybe next year we'll come in with a better focus and, we can get better pitching, maybe get Shohei Ohtani, maybe not. But there's a few positions that need to be upgraded, and hopefully we can end up doing that. Yeah, that's why I'm just happy that, when I grew up, I ended up meeting Ken Griffey Jr. and Sandy Koufax. There's no steroids or any type of controversy. Like I said, if I would have, been a kid and I would have met Barry Bonds instead of Ken Griffey Jr. in his rookie year when I was 7, this shit changed my life forever. There's a reason why I'm Northwest Sports Fanatics, and it's because of Griffey, and Koufax. I mean, if I didn't meet these 2 legends, I'm probably not doing this channel today. Back, gone. Thornton comes in, gives up a homer. What's new? And what did I say earlier in the game? When the Mariners end up, getting the momentum shifted in their favor, you don't expect people like Mauricio Dubon in the 7-hole to homer. He did, 3-run homer. And then the second person that you expect never to homer, catcher in the 9-hole, Martin Maldonado. And what happens? Late in the game, he homers also. So that's when you know you're going to lose. When the 7-hole, the 8-hole, and the 9-hole homer. The 8-hole today is Jeremy Pena. That wouldn't have been a surprise. But the two least likely guys to homer are going to be Maldonado and Dubon, and they both homer today. So you don't deserve to win when you can't take care of guys at the end of the inning. That's tough. 8-3 Stros. Popped up. One away. Got another sub. I appreciate you guys. 954 to 21,000. We just hit 20,000 just a few days back. So I appreciate everybody in the room liking, supporting, donating, commenting, sharing. Appreciate y'all. People that are watching on Twitter, X, as well as YouTube, watching the Mariners lose. Nothing I can say, though, you know. The Astros are the better team. That's what it is. I just hope one day we can get to a point, if you are an Astro fan and then the cheating stuff comes up, don't deflect. Just own it. You know, you guys have the rings. You guys have the championships. You have the pennants. You know, just get to a point where, like, yeah, we fucked up. You know, we got caught. You know, but now we're trying to be clean. And then obviously we assumed they were clean last year, and what happened? They won. So. You know, people aren't just going to hate because of the jealousy factor, you know, with like New England, with Brady and Belichick and Gronk and Robert Kraft, it's all about what you do in between the lines. Pitch is high, 3-1 count. Junior and Ichiro. Yeah, I mean, we got some good ones, you know, Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, the big unit, Edgar Martinez, Ichiro, and Julio. And then if we could get Ohtani, that would be amazing. Mr. Williams, what's good? How are you, brother? Just grinding, man, doing a shitload of reaction videos. You know, I'm trying to pump out about 20 a week, every single NFL game and about 4 or 5 college, you know, based off like Michael Penix Jr., Caleb Williams, you know, Drake May, Bo Nix, kind of the main people that are in the mix for the quarterbacks and whatnot, and streaming pretty much every day. Donos have been a little light, your boy's doing this full time. I got bills to pay and everything, so it's not necessarily ideal all the time when you're grinding, but we did hit the 20,000 mark, which is good. And I don't know how long you're going to be in here, bro, but Sarah went to sleep, and I don't think any of the other mods are in the building. I wouldn't expect you to take over the mod role, but that's another problem too. It's like if you're going to be a mod on the channel, you need to be here. You need to show up. Not necessarily you, Mr. Williams, but like some of the others. Yeah, I got a new bandana. I took Paisley to get her nails trimmed and washed and whatnot. And the owners of the shop actually watch the channel, and then they always try to hook me up with some Mariner swag and whatnot. So I got the new Mariner swag bandana, but didn't help us today. Astros are the better team. Oh, Tucker. Back to the warning track. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully things are getting good for you, though, Mr. Williams. Appreciate you. Yeah, but it's been a little rough, I'll be honest. Like I said, we've had some streams where we're hitting, 100, 500, 1,000, 1,500, but then there'll be others where, we don't get anything on the Cash App side for days, sometimes like a week. I got to survive. I got bills to pay. I got food to eat. I got shit to do, and if you only get, super chats, that, is great. But, it's like, I don't even see that until next month. Right. So that doesn't really help me right now. And then they take out a big chunk out of it. So like, 35, 40%. But any kind of dono is much appreciated. But also, too, when you're doing this full time, it's not just for fun. You got to be able to live and survive. And that's big facts. So. But how are things going with you and the job and everything else? I hope things are going good. But you know how I am, bro. I'm always going to keep it 100. When things are good, people will know it. When things are not so good, I'm going to keep it real. I'm always going to keep it 100, no matter what, good, bad, or ugly. I got nothing to hide. I'm not like a lot of these fakes that are on YouTube that act like they care about people, but they don't give a shit, except for likes, subs, and donos, and that's all they care about. So, but the reaction videos have been a grind. But I promised, everyone that, like I said, once I broke up with that ex, that once I got situated with family, that if I had more time in the studio, that I would put in a lot of work, and I've been doing that. Not easy, but again, it got us over 20K, and I figured that we would get there before the end of the year, and it only took us a couple weeks, into the football season. But we have been lacking the support, from the mods and the regulars. A lot of the people they haven't been showing up, and it's been hurting us a lot. So that's just being honest and real. Especially if we end up having, like 5 to 10 mods, and you only have like one in the room, or maybe two, like I got to cut back on some of the mods, if people aren't going to be here. We need people that are going to show up and support, because you got to think, right? Like if the mods and the heavy hitters don't show up, what's going to give the, the newbies, the desire to be able to support if the main people aren't supporting? It has to be a wheel, everyone has to be working together. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. Let them know. Bottom of the 8th, 8-3 Astros. Abreu on the mound, 0-2 pitch to Cal Raleigh. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Let's go, baby. Pitch right down the middle. Got him. Punched him out. Next up, DHing or pinch hitting for Dylan Moore from the previous at bat, Mike Ford. Let's go, Mike. Mike's got home run power, but at this point, the game is over. So, I mean, if we end up getting a dinger, I mean, the game is already done. But it would be nice to make it 8-4 rather than 8-3, but Bizzle in the building. What's good? Bottom of the 8th, 8-3 Astros. Mariners' chances of making the playoffs are essentially over. We lose 2 out of 3 to the Astros. Got swept by the Dodgers, didn't win very many games against the Rangers, and now we have the last 4 games against Texas, and essentially we have to win all 4, and even if we win all 4, there's still no guarantee that we make the playoffs, so which is kind of sad. Elliot in the building as well. If you guys can help out with some of the mod duties that Sarah left, I would appreciate it. Like, subs, donos, support, chatting. You know the drill. Yeah, Braves are special, man. Like I said, it's their championship to lose. Like I would be shocked if they don't win it all. Like they are the best team, but again, you never know. Injuries, a hot team like the Phillies, like last year, you don't really know until we actually get into the playoffs. But I would be shocked if it's not them. Like I was mentioning earlier, the only team in the American League that I think that could win 3 to 4 games against Atlanta is a team that I'm doing right now, and it's not Seattle, it's Houston. I think everyone else between the Orioles, the Rays, the Rangers, the Mariners, the Blue Jays, out of any, the Twins, out of any of those teams, they would only win 1 or 2 games. But Houston, if they made it against Atlanta in the World Series, they could win 3. Shit, they could win it all. They could win 4. I mean, I know most people would be picking Atlanta to win it all, but, Houston's not afraid of anyone. They got the experience. They got Verlander back. If there's that one team, that people want to hate on, but they know that are really fucking good, it's Houston. And, you're not going to hear another Mariner fan say that, but I'm keeping it real. There we go. Mike Ford with the walk. Next up, Josh Rojas. Come on, Rojas. Abreu is still pitching. Yeah, but I'll be honest. I am a little disappointed, with how things are going. With all the hard work that I'm putting in. I'm doing 4, 5, 6 videos a day on top of streaming every day. And I felt like the support should be better, than what it is. We did hit 20K, and we're over that hump now, and things are starting to kind of roll. But based off like the mods and some of the regulars and the heavy hitters, I feel that it's been lacking. Like I said, we need all the support that we can get, regardless if you can donate or not, but just being here or stopping by, especially when we're at that moment where we hit the 20K and we need the people to, to support and be here. That's me just being truthful and honest, it's been a disappointment. 2-1 pitch to Rojas from Abreu. Chop foul. The Padres need 15 specific things to happen to make the playoff. Yeah. Well, next year, bud. Hey, but at least you're going to get the Cy Young with Blake Snell. So at least you got that going for you. You got one accomplishment from a stud. Pitch is low, 3-2 count. But shout out to everyone in the room, liking, subbing, donating, commenting, sharing, and the people that are watching on Twitter/X. I appreciate you. Three-two pitch. Chop foul. Still staying alive with the 3-2 count. Yeah, I mean, like I said, even though I'm a Mariner fan and I don't got a whole lot of love for Houston, I think the Astros and the Braves would be the best matchup because you don't really know who would win. Most people in America would be rooting for Atlanta. Obviously a little bit more likable of a team. No kind of allegations for cheating and shit in the past. But I think that Houston is literally legit. I think that they could win it all. They're the only team in the American League that could do it. I don't think anyone else could. I don't even think any other team in the American League could even win 3 games. I think everyone else would cap out at 2. It would be Atlanta 4, Orioles 2, Atlanta 4, Mariners 1 or 2, Blue Jays 1 or 2, Twins 1 or swept. Probably the teams that would have the best shot to win close to 3 would probably be, other than the Astros, probably the Rangers and the Rays and the Orioles, I would assume, but the Orioles' inexperience would, bite them at some point or another. Same thing with the Twins, Mariners, and the Blue Jays. Rays and Rangers, have, pieces, but I just, I feel with them, it would still probably be like 2 games. Yeah, Dodgers, my dad's been a Dodger fan since the 50s, Mr. Williams, that, and they're not as good. They might have a good record, but they're nowhere near being on the Atlanta level this year. They had a run about 3-4 years ago. For about 3 years in a row, they were the best team in baseball. There we go. Ford into third. Runners on the corners. There we go. 35th homer. 8-3 Houston. Bottom of the 8th, runners on the corners. $20,046. Feels good to be over that hump. I've been working so hard, And I'll tell you, those reaction videos are a fucking grind too, especially when I'm doing like 7 or 8 in a day and doing a 3 to 4 hour live stream afterwards, all in one day. I mean, talk about grind. People don't understand what that takes out of you. And then doing that shit every fucking day. Ball is low to JP Crawford. Runners on the corners on first and third. 1 out. 264 average, 18 homers, 59 ribbies, and JP Crawford set the tone with a homer in the first inning. Can we get something other than a homer? Possibly. He got 3 walks and a homer today? Pitch is high. 2-0 count. Oh yeah. I mean, what's the Dodgers, dude? I mean, if you're the Dodgers, you're going to be good every year based off the history and the reputation of the franchise. There's not going to be a time where you're going to see the Dodgers in fucking last place. Their farm system and with all the pieces and the salary that they have, I mean, the worst that they're going to do is finish like second in their division, maybe third if they have a really, really bad year. But almost every year they're going to be in first almost by default. Unless like the Diamondbacks, get a couple more Corbin Carrolls to add to the Corbin Carroll that they already have, or if it's like a team like the Giants when you have like Mad Bum, with Madison Bumgarner and Buster Posey in their prime, where they actually were better than the Dodgers for that little 3-4 year stretch. 2-2 pitch to JP. Got him. Two away. Next up, Julio Rodriguez, who almost got in a fight a few minutes back. Velez was chirping at him after he got the strikeout and took about 10 steps forward to him. And Julio didn't even realize it at first, and then the bench is cleared. Are you talking about World Series appearances, Mr. Williams, or are you talking about just playoff? And we're at $28 in donos. I don't know if Mr. Williams or Elliot or anyone, you guys can help out with that. But yeah, things have been terrible, on that end. Like I said, just being honest, you know what I mean, with all the hustle and the grind, hasn't been good. But hopefully it'll pick up. We just need the heavy hitters and the goats to show up and hopefully support. Big facts. That is a good question. Someone may have to look that up. What are they doing? Are they making a pitching change here with 2 outs? How many pitchers are they going through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're bringing in Presley. Rough. I already knew this was going to be a tough game. But when JP homered in the first, it gave us a little bit of hope, a little bit of life. But it is what it is. When you get matched up against a team that's better than you just got to admit it. They're better. We're young. This is only our second year of almost making the playoffs. And we only had 4 good years prior to last year in 36 years. Of me being a fan. So we got good things coming, but it just ain't this year. Valdez, Nettis, all of them try to fucking hit the Mariners. All right, here we go. I guarantee if Nettis was still pitching right now and he was in, oh, we would fight. There's no doubt. No doubt in my mind. But like I said, I've never seen a pitcher charge a batter after a strikeout like that. And I've been watching since like 85. I've never seen shit like that. That's like Bush League shit. All right, bottom of the eighth, 8-3 Stros. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Can Julio end up getting a homer or a timely hit? And I'll be the most honest about the Mariner players. And Julio, like I said, he's a great player. He's got a bright future. But in the box, that's one part of his game that he needs to improve. Defense, fantastic, 10 out of 10. Stealing bags, 10 out of 10. Running the bases, 10 out of 10. But being patient in the box, he's like a 3. There's a long ways to go before he can actually be counted on in clutch moments. And every once in a while he'll come through, but most of the time he doesn't. And hopefully, instead of trying to be the hero, he can just be a guy that tries to help the team advance and get guys on base instead of trying to homer every time. And then here's another curveball. He's frustrated, struck him out. End of the 8th inning. Going to the top of the 9th now. Congratulations to Houston. You eliminated the Seattle Mariners. Tough. Tough. It's kind of crazy too with like the reaction videos. There's people that are like so impatient, when they have the ads on there. But I did invest into the YouTube Premium, and it is a lot nicer to be able to do a reaction video for NFL highlights or college football and not have that annoying ad 1 or 2 back to back and not even have that in there. Now, I'm not really sure if it's worth the $13 a month for me to just have it during football season, but I get the first month free. And after having it and, using it for a couple days, it is nice, not having to worry about that shit. Because like I said, it's like when you start getting into a flow of calling a reaction video and like a, first down, Raiders, and then you're getting into the flow. And then you got 2 fucked up ads that come up back to back and you can't even skip them. It definitely, kind of halts the video for a second, but most people, they don't care. But of course, some people are impatient, and so they can't handle it. I guess they're entitled now. So, but I think it is something that I am going to keep, during football season. And then once football season ends, if I'm not doing reaction videos for other sports, but I may end up doing like, reaction video to maybe baseball highlights or NBA, other things that are out there. And then obviously I want to keep it. So just kind of pricey to pay $13 just for that. But if it's going to get us more views and subs and opportunities for more donos with those reaction videos, then I'm all for that. So Padres win. Nice. 1-13 in extra inning games. Elliot, you or Mr. Williams want to help out with the dono process, the like, the sub, the donate, since Sarah's not in the room? I mean, hopefully we can get some goats to come through to save the day, but pitches inside for a strike. Top of the 9th, 8-3 Stros. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch is low and outside. 1-1 count. And we only got 28 likes on there, too. We need to get that up as well. That's why it's so crucial to be able to have the mods in the building, to be able to help Sarah out too. So it's not just her. Top of the ninth, 8-3 Stros. Nice punch out, one away. I mean, I'm glad that we ended up hitting that number, and we're like I said, we're creeping up on the 4 million view mark too. You know, it'd just be nice to be able to get treated like other channels and getting supported like the other channels that are at 20K and beyond. You know, I still feel that we don't get treated the same way as other channels do. Support needs to be better. 0-2 pitch. Top of the ninth, 8-3 Houston. Brantley in the box. Brantley has fucked us up in this game. 0-2 pitches outside, 1-2 count. NL wild card, Phillies, Diamondbacks, Marlins, and then you got the Cubs right there and the Reds. But the teams that should make it are the Phillies, the Diamondbacks, and the Marlins. But you never know. Maybe the Cubs could leapfrog the Marlins. It's possible. But the Phillies clinched that one spot. Now it's just going to come up to either Diamondbacks, Marlins, Cubs, and only two teams are going to make it out of the three. And the Cubs in that situation are kind of like the Mariners. We're on the outside, kind of looking in. Yeah, that's why, like I said, Elliot, I need other mods other than Sarah to help out with those type of things. Like usually when you come in and say those things, but if you're not here, you know what I mean. Like I said, I got to reevaluate some of the mods and whatnot, and maybe take mod status away from some of the people, just because what is the point of having 5 to 10 mods if some of the people aren't showing up? Got to have those people could be consistent. Top of the ninth, 8-3 Houston. 3-2 pitch to Brantley from Leon. Oh, guess what? Another hit. Brantley with 4 hits. This is ridiculous. Next up, Mauricio Dubon, who hit a 3-run homer when it was tied up 1-1. We were up 1-0 with the J.P. Crawford homer in the first. Then later in the game, Yordan Alvarez tied the game 1-1, and then it just all went downhill after that. And again, if you're going to give up homers in a 7, 8, or 9 hole, you don't deserve to win the game, and that's exactly what happened. Dubon hit a 3-run jack, and then a few innings later, Maldonado in the 9 hole hit a solo shot, and that's why we're sitting at 8-3. Dubon again popped up to the wall. 2 away. But I already knew the lineup was fucked when I saw it. When you had Dylan Moore in the 5 hole, Haggerty in the 8 hole, and Caballero in the 9 hole, I already knew we were going to lose tonight, unfortunately. Absolutely. Shit, I might end up watching it too. Right now, I'm watching Grimm. It was filmed in Oregon. A lot of it was in Portland, and it's kind of sci-fi. It was a show that was on NBC a few years back. And I think there's like 5 seasons, and I've been binging it. I've been watching it every night. I got done with True Blood, and then obviously now I'm on to Grimm. And then once I get done with Grimm, then I got to figure out where I want to go after that. If I want to go like Sons of Anarchy, since I already did Mayans MC, which is fantastic, but it has to be something that maybe I haven't seen, or maybe I have and I just really like it. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, watching Dexter from the very beginning or Game of Thrones from the beginning again, but yeah, Grimm is good. I mean, it's a little sci-fi-ish. I guess it just depends if you like sci-fi or not. But it's like, with the shows, they're like at the Portland, police department, but they kind of like morph, so their faces will change and whatnot. It's actually a really good show. Stepped on the bag at second. All right, we're in the bottom of the ninth. I watched Sons of Anarchy, but I didn't watch it like all the way through. And then obviously, after it ended and whatnot, Mayans was on FX, and I started watching that from like the very beginning. So I've watched Sons of Anarchy, but like I said, there's episodes that I haven't seen. So it's like I feel that I need to rewatch it from like the very beginning and watch it all the way through. And then, and obviously Mayans was fantastic, and that show just ended. And that those two are very highly recommended. And every once in a while I'll go and watch like Breaking Bad, rewatch that, which I did maybe about 9 months ago, even though I watched it, just, rewatching it again, Dexter or the new Dexter that came out and whatnot. But there's only going to be so many shows that, that are worth me kind of getting involved in and watching. But yeah, Opie, yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm probably that'll be the next one. Once I'm done with Grimm, I think I am gonna do Sons of Anarchy, and I'm gonna watch it from episode 1, season 1, and just binge the shit out of it. There's just certain shows that you just never get tired of. So especially with like biker gang shows like that. You get like the Caucasian kind of Hell's Angels vibe with the Sons of Anarchy, and then you get like the Latino vibe with the Mayans MC with the Mexican biker gang. I love it, man. Like I said, it has that vibe, and the way that they did both of those shows are phenomenal. Good actors, good actresses, good storyline, lots of action. I mean, never gets boring. Always good. Big facts. All right, Mariners, we're at the end of our rope here. We got what? Rojas, JP, and Julio? Is that what it is? Is it JP? It's JP, isn't it? Who's up right now? We got to see who's up. That was from the last inning. They got to refresh all their shit. I think Gino is up. I was going to say, we already saw all those other guys up. Gino is up. Julio was the one that wasn't able to come through in the clutch. What's new? All right, Ryan Presley, the closer, is in. Yeah. Sad, bro. You know what I mean? For me, putting in so much effort, doing every single reaction video on the NFL side, no other streamer is doing that. And I'm doing college football ones on top of that, another 4 or 5 a week. So I'm doing like 20 reactions a week. I almost hit him in the face. That was close. And then also streaming every day on top of that. It's just, you know, we're only going to be as good as the mods and the goats when they support, because like I said, if we get them to be in the building, then things are going to be good, and then people can follow suit. But, if some of these people aren't showing up, it's going to hurt the channel, you know? Bottom of the ninth, 8-3 Houston. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 count. I don't know. I just think with me, I just value my worth. I didn't sacrifice a Jordan rookie worth $20,000 to $30,000, just to fuck around. This is like my life, my legacy, my dream. Bottom of the ninth, 8-3 Houston. 2-1 pitch to Gino. Pitches inside, but called strike, 2-2 count. Pitches inside, 3-2 count. Count is full. Yeah, and it's hurting the channel. I mean, some people, uh, you know, some people wouldn't understand. So, or I can do many things and be great at all of them. So, you obviously don't know who I am. So, I'm the one of the only people that actually does everything: NFL, NBA, NHL, NASCAR, wrestling. No one puts in the effort. Especially if I'm doing the reading and the film study and the research and the analytics and whatnot. I could do one thing, you know what I mean? But that's not going to make the channel better. You know, like I said, I already have an advantage over everyone else too, because I've already done phone sales for 20 years. I'm already comfortable on the microphone and I have been. So I already am great at it. It's just about the support. That's what it comes down to. Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate that. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-0 count. I mean, I can't even tell you when the last time I actually took a day off. Yeah, but my situation isn't like anyone else's on YouTube. Period. No one else on YouTube has sacrificed a Jordan rookie worth $20,000 to $30,000 for their dream. Okay, so if someone does something like that, obviously I'm invested for life. There's no one else on YouTube that has sacrificed as much as I have based off a value of a card like that. You know, but again, I'm not a quitter. I'm a grinder. So and I already predicted it would take me 10 years, to go full time, and it did. So I'm in it for the long haul. So bottom of the ninth, 8-3 Houston. 2-0 pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. One away. All right, Jared Kelenic. Come on, Jared. Bottom of the ninth, runner at first, one out, 8-3 Stros. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Takes a strike. One ball, one strike. Let's go, Jared. There we go. And see, that's why I need you in the room, Elliot. I mean, I can't expect fucking Sarah to do everything. Sarah, puts in a lot of time and effort, but it's like if we got 10 people, you know what I mean? And we got, with the main people that have the responsibilities, and you get like one person out of the 10 or two, that ain't cutting it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the honest truth. Let's go, JK. There we go. A little blooper. Let's go, Jared. Nice job. One for 11 with runners in scoring position. Fucking terrible. Next up, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. 33. Keep it moving. 7 more. Bottom of the ninth, 8-3 Stros. Runner at first and second. With 1 out, tie popped up. 2 away. All right, we're down to our last out. All right, come on, Cal. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Come on, big dumper. Let's go. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. Even little things like that means a lot. You know what I mean? You always get people barking orders and fucking telling me what to do and shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the people that are fucking barking orders at me, they don't sub, they don't donate. It's it's just nice to be able to feel appreciated for all the hard work that's being put in, especially if you compare it to what other people are doing. So 2-0 pitch popped up. I mean, nothing feels worse than working your ass off and not feeling appreciated. And there you go. Final score, Astros 8, Mariners 3. Nice win for the Stros. Appreciate that, Matthew. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or telling me that I need to call every fucking pitch or whatever. It's like always the people that are the most demanding. Those are the people that never fucking do anything. They never sub, they never like, they never donate, they never do anything positive for the channel except bark orders, Yeah, I mean, this is my full-time job. I literally stream 7 days a week. I can't even tell you the last time I took a day off. Like today, I could have just took it easy and just did this game. I did fucking 5 reaction videos on top of doing this game. Like I didn't have to do that shit, but I'm a grinder, so that's what I do. I appreciate that very, very much. Well, I wish we could have ended up getting the dub, but again, Rays won 5-0 against the Sox. Orioles won 5-1 against the Nats. Rangers beat the Angels 5-0, and then the Yankees beat the Blue Jays 6-0. I wish we could have gotten the dub column, but this wasn't our day. But I do appreciate every single one of y'all that liked, subbed, donated, commented to the stream. And Elliot, I appreciate you. Hopefully you can maybe get in here a little bit more often because we need you, bro. Like I said, with the mods that we have, if we have like 8 to 10, we need to have closer to 4 or 5 in the room, not 1 or 2. It's just not going to cut it, especially since we hit 20,000 subs. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We need that. So, but I appreciate you guys very, very much. I wish we could have ended up getting the dub, but hey, the Astros were the better team, and there's no shame in that. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you. And if you support me in the dream, I really appreciate it. I'm going to give you guys, 200% every fucking day until I die, and that's just how it's going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, even though the Mariners lost. And I got one question for you. Who talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Okay.